I think it stopped early. Oh, well. Yeah, big up everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Big up to every single one of you that's locked in. Apologies for the lateness. And again, welcome back to the channel and all of that. Had to wake ourselves up after the England game because that was 60 minutes of absolute fucking mid. 15 minutes of good football and the rest of just being fucking mid. But it's good to be back. It's been a minute since we did a live stream. I don't think I've streamed since Wednesday or something like that. But it is the last international break, so I'm making the most of this. It's the time to unwind and everything. We've got another week of content potentially planned if my game capture card wants to work, because it's just been pissing me off for the last week. But we're here. We're back. Big up to every single one of you. Hit the likes, subscribe, all of that. Shout out to Prime, and also hold that stupendously, man. Held 5. Shout out to Ian, shout out to Fielder, shout out to Jafar, shout out to Jonathan, shout out to Kosovo Baller, big up to Troops for the raid as well. Big up to Melon, big up to every single one of you that's in here. We're going to be doing the greatest Premier League 11 of all time, and you guys already know how the show goes. We're going to set out our ideal 11, and then you guys can go fuck it up however you guys choose to do so as well. We're also going to touch on everybody's football team because we never really got to delve into the results from last week and also the state of everybody's clubs. And yeah, big up everybody. Prime, you get the energy in it. Hold that. Up the England, up the Chelsea, all of that, and come back to backing English clubs. And yeah, let's get into it. Mikes, what were you saying, my guy? Welcome back to the show. Hope everything's good.
Yeah, man, everything's good. Everything's good, apart from West Ham, of course. But at least we don't get to see them for 2 weeks. That's fine. But yeah, all good. Good to be back on. Yeah. 8 days until we have to play again. So luckily we play on Monday, so I can at least have a good weekend next week. But yeah, good to be back on, man. Good to be back on.
Wait, you're the Monday night kickoff. Who are you playing?
Newcastle away. So that should be fun. That should be fun. That's it. A game where we were 3-1 up last year. Calvin Phillips came on and we lost 4-3.
Wow, you barely see peace over there, do you?
No, there is no such thing.
It's crazy. And also, shout out to obligatory Lopetegui in comments. Big up Arta. Big up my guy. Speaking of, we've gone from one person suffering under the tyranny of a terrorist to someone who's just survived one. Flawless. What are you telling me, my guy?
Still over the moon. I'm blessed, man. Still over the. I'm still celebrating the fact Ten Hag's gone. Still celebrating it. Still celebrating the fact we got Ruben Amorim in. Still over the moon about it. We are free. I'm saying fuck Ten Hag, and it will be that way for a long, maybe not eternity, but for a long time. And all the people that backed him too, you man of Egypt too. So yeah, over the moon, Manchester United. I feel like I got my club back, and we even played the game. Just like you said, free from the reign of terror. We had Satan in the dugout. So new dawn. It's a new day. Like I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to see how Manchester United do. We play
it's defeating terrorism.
Yeah, man, I love it. It's great.
Mike's one day. I actually think we'll be within the next few weeks. Jez was here, but I think his internet's bugging, so we'll pull him up in a little sec. Cam is also going to be on very soon. He's just dealing with some family stuff, so obviously when he's ready to hop on, he's ready to hop on. Jez, what were you saying, my guy? You all good?
I am big up everybody, man. Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm blessed, man. I've just been chilling. Just have to get some things done, and yeah, man. Happy to jump on.
No worries, man. Great to have you on the channel as always. Big up to you, brother. Prime as well. Just see Gallagher debut goal on your head top. Ha! Hold that. But yeah, before we get into the Premier League all-time 11, we've been pushing this giveaway for the last 2 weeks because I've just been fucking lazy as shit and I've never actually got to getting the wheels sorted. But we finally got it done. The wheel, there it is. The wheel selector has finally been sorted. Everybody's names in there. We've got 288 entries. So to every single one of you that super chatted over the last month, big up to every single one of you. Every super chat from this month and today is all going into November Super Chat lottery. So you guys already know what you need to do if you want to get involved with the next Super Chat lottery. Any Super Chat, any amount, you're in with a chance of winning a free kit from Jerseys FC. And while we say that as well, shout out to the sponsors, Jerseys FC. Big up to them. 20% off all football shirts down in the description below. Use the code CarefreeLewisG for 20% off at checkout. So, who's winning a free kit? They get a free kit, any free kit from Jerseys FC. So, who is the winner?
Let's find out. Yeah, I'm surprised you ain't got no music, fam. Some drum rolls.
I need to get a drum roll. That is so Tim Pot of me.
X Factor music.
Who's won? CAA Mafia! Big up CAA, my G. Big up, brother. Big up to you, man. Yeah, it's one of the regulars on the channel as well. I don't even have to do a second one. Perfect. CAA Mafia. I don't know if you're here. If you are, DM me, email me, whatever. Just show proof that you are CAA Mafia. And you got a free shirt coming your way. Big up to you. And for everybody else, you got another chance to win a free shirt. Any super chat, any amount gets you guys into the lottery, gets you a chance of winning any free kit. Ideally Chelsea, but we'll give you anything else that you guys want as well. And yeah, shout out to CA Mafia. Congratulations and appreciate your support to the channel. Big up to you, my guy. Big up to you. Now, let's get into the 11. Let's get into starting 11. I think 4-3-3 is the respectable formation. No disagreements there.
Yeah, that's cool. We can always change it if needs be.
Yeah, cool. Perfect. So, starting goal. Obviously, the main two shouts are Petr Cech and Peter Schmeichel. You might have an honourable mention for the likes of Ederson, for the likes of Alisson as well, but I can't lie. Bias, no bias. I'm leaning towards Petr Cech still. I don't know what we're saying.
Yeah.
You go ahead. You go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say no, but like I'm gonna be as unbiased as possible here. Like Petr Cech, in my opinion, just because I'm only going to goalkeepers that I've watched and like just in general players I've watched. Like I don't think there's any goalkeeper since Petr Cech left Chelsea that's topped him. You know, so he obviously like is part of many great teams and stuff as well. Very consistent over the years. So I'd say Petr Cech.
Van der Sar's another good shout as well.
Van der Sar is definitely a shout.
Just to be totally unbiased. Any choice for Hugo Lloris? Huh?
We can give him a shout out. We can give him a little shout out. We got Hennessy Hugo and that.
Hennessy Hugo, man. Come on, this is one of the coldest nicknames.
Bro, is this what you're on? 11
behind it is
bro. I'll be honest. I told this to Lewis already. Like half of these probably the whole 11. I didn't watch them live. Probably at their best. So I literally go based on what everybody's saying.
Yeah, so you're saying the best that you've seen is Hugo Lloris?
The best keeper I have seen in the Premier League is Alisson.
Again, that's very fair shout. Like he's been the one that's been keeping Liverpool in check the last few years.
Yeah, they've had Van der Sar is definitely a shout, but it's Cech. I think Cech's the best goalkeeper I've seen. I think Cech is as good as Van der Sar is.
You would have watched him play at least.
Yeah. I got Van der Sar over Schmeichel. Van der Sar is the best United goalkeeper I've ever seen, and I rate Schmeichel highly. Nice. I rate Schmeichel very, very highly. But when it comes to goalkeeping, having seen them both, I got Van der Sar and then Schmeichel as a number 2 from a Manchester United perspective. But I think Cech tops them both, so I would go Cech as well.
Just out of interest, what did you see from Van der Sar that he had over Schmeichel? Just out of interest,
mistakes. As good as Schmeichel was, he wasn't. I'm not going to go say he was error prone. Like that's too far. But Van der Sar was a much safer bet. That's what I would say. Like in regards to it, if I'm banking on some, like put it this way, if I'm playing Manchester United in a crunch game and I have everybody in the prime and we must win this game, who am I taking, Van der Sar or Schmeichel? I'm taking Van der Sar. It's a mistake thing. Like Van der Sar, I don't remember him making a mistake for Manchester United. Legit. The entire time he was here, I don't remember. Schmeichel had a couple. And yes, he played for a longer period of time, of course. So because there's a bigger sample size, you're more prone to do that. I don't remember Van der Sar making a mistake. I legit don't.
Fairs. Respect that. One rule I forgot to add. No shoehorning. No shoehorning. You get in on your best position because I remember we did this in the back again. Yeah. I was fuming with how we managed to get Hazard out of that 11. genuinely fuming. So you get in the position that you bossed it at the most.
Yeah.
So if it's like a Ronaldo, for example, right wing, Thierry Henry up top, and we work from there. So on to right back. Does Kyle Walker have more of an argument against Gary Neville now?
Yes, an argument.
Has the argument, but I don't think he was better than Gary Neville.
I didn't watch
like
Neville,
it's just
but
down to
Kyle Walker at Tottenham, especially under Pochettino when the team got better, I feel like this was like the start of beginning where because I generally believe Tottenham wins something if Kyle Walker stays, but he was on the piss. He didn't want to stay, didn't believe in the project. Well, we didn't do anything afterwards, and he went to Man City, and obviously he's done everything what he done at Man City. Obviously, kind of if you watch Kyle Walker now though, it's meaty. But if you just talking about the best out of him, probably one of the best right backs that I have seen personally.
And to be fair with the whole Kyle Walker thing, he's been dead for only 18 months, really. I'd say before last season, he was still playing decent. It's just I think since the treble season, that's when you see this dip, and that's when you see the eventual fall off that is always going to come. But I can't really give an argument for Gary Neville because I didn't get to watch him. But obviously, it's going to be between Gary Neville and Kyle Walker. I don't think you can really put anyone.
I think Neville was better at reading the game.
Trent not got a shout.
No.
Trent's he's got a shout. He's got a shout.
What's the
He's got a bit of a shout. It's just he's spread over the whole back four.
Gary Neville and Kyle Walker have been doing it for too long, though. Like Gary Neville and Kyle Walker have been doing it for year in, year out for too long for anyone else to get in there, in my opinion, at the highest level.
Is this based on just ability only or other factors as well?
I think it's everything. We're doing everything.
Honestly, just however you can sell it. Because I don't think it's fair to say it's based on one factor, because then when you go further down the list, that might take other players out. It all just depends on their career in the Prem.
Because bear in mind, Trent 2017-18, that's when he actually started playing games like that because he played 19 games. For me, I'd go Trent personally for what he did in that right back role. And I'm a big fan of Gary Neville, of course. I would have Gary Neville second, but for me, it's Trent. He revolutionized that spot in the Premier League.
Which is true.
Here, everyone's starting to be more creative off the right-hand side, solely off from what Liverpool were able to do.
And look at the level he's still at now. Like, he's not falling away. Yeah, we crashing him for mistakes and getting crashed on the back post. We're going to do that because it's Liverpool and Trent for Liverpool. But he's got better defensively, and he's been key to what they have going on over there. So this is why he's being linked to Real Madrid. Bear in mind, he's only 26.
Yeah, sure.
He's 26. I thought he's younger. I can't even lie.
Yeah, he's 26. Now, he's just been around because you know what it is? It's because of how he looks. He just looks younger than he is. That's why. He had like a big beard and all that. You'd presume he's older than he is. It's like, nah, he's 26.
You see, because I remember Trent when he's like, 18, 19?
Yeah.
Tough, bro.
That was tough.
Which is a crazy part because you know the Reece James Trent debate, I usually always side with Reece James personally because I think he's like the whole package. So it's kind of a shame that he has these injury problems because if he stayed fit, what are the arguments then for him? He would have had a shout, but it's a shame, isn't it?
Years of just being rushed back is why we can't even put him into this debate. Great. But so we're going Trent, Neville, or Kyle Walker.
See that you look.
I think Kyle Walker got by a lot. And I know I hear it because for me, like Walker, I always rate him as a right back, but he was also just blessed with how good he was athletically to be able to play in that role too. Whereas the likes of Gary Neville, I thought he was just much better at reading the game as a right back. I'm very indifferent on this one, genuinely. Which one are you, man, going for? Flawlessly said Trent. Mike?
Walker.
I'll go with Walker.
Walker wins. We'll go Kyle Walker then. Calm. Hey, at least you got one Tottenham player in there.
Hey.
Let's go.
I can't get West Ham.
He was a wanker, but
I mean, Lampard counts.
Oh, fuck off. Fuck's that. Fuck that, man.
No. Okay.
That fat bastard did that.
Try out the Kool-Aid.
I tried. Try not to call him fat too many times, though. Prime's gonna respawn in the chat. Centre backs, John Terry and who? John Terry's got to be in here. Can't take the piss.
In popular opinion, I got Carvalho over Terry, but that's just me.
Overall,
yeah, like I think Carvalho was a better centre back than John Terry.
See, when Carvalho first joined, I hear it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I'm saying in the Premier League era, like if you compare their, and it's tough because obviously John Terry played for longer, but during that period they played alongside each other. I think Carvalho was better. But for me, Jaap Stam gets in. I always say that he's the best centre back, even though he was only here for 2.5 seasons. Like we're just talking about the full package, as Jez mentioned with Reece James. Hey yo, that sounds wild. But yeah, as we were talking about all attributes, that is crazy. Hey yo, Flawless. That is wild, yo. That is mad, yo. Hey yo,
mad.
Hey yo, crazy.
Mad.
My apologies, people. I'm so sorry, but that is crazy. Hey, just that's your fault. But yeah, as you were saying,
I didn't describe it in a crazy manner. I'm just saying.
Nah, it was bad. But in terms of Mike's finish,
hey.
That was wild. I had to catch myself. That is wild. Hey, yo, chat. I apologize. As I was saying, but yeah, Jaap Stam, even though he only played 2 and a bit seasons, when it comes to a centre back, attributes wise, he could still play now. Technically, he had it. He could play out from the back, from the his physical, make good in the air, quick, strong, the whole nine. The fact that we sold him is criminal. He helped Manchester United three-peat, played a big part in the treble. There's a key in that. Like, yeah, for me, Jaap Stam without doubt gets in this to me. But I know a lot of people didn't watch him. And you see what he did afterwards as well when he went to Italy.
I know his prime at United was insane. Just
Absolutely.
Off what I've heard. It's only
the fact that we sold him is ridiculous.
Can I
Fergie say he regrets selling him? Did Fergie say he regrets selling him?
Yeah, he said regrets selling him. Made a huge mistake.
This is what we want a few times.
Lost a yard of pace because of the injury that he had, and it's like then you see what he did afterwards. Should have kept him, and he was that good. The fact that Ronnie Johnson, who played alongside him, who was a very, very good centre back, doesn't get mentioned. And that's because of how good Jaap Stam was. Like Ronnie Johnson was Ronnie Johnson was that good that he played in midfield at times. Like when Ferguson wanted to go to like a free in Europe and play be a little bit more defensive. Ronnie Johnson was that good that he played as part of, in midfield. But yeah, for me, Jaap Stam should get in. But I know
the maddest thing is because Flores rarely ever says about United players getting sold that he regrets. So it's kind of like I take it with some. I might have to go and watch some tape because actually I didn't see him. But I do have a question. Obviously, everybody has these debates about Van Dijk. So for the people that obviously have seen the better centre backs beforehand, where do you actually rank Van Dijk compared to those centre backs?
He's up there. As much as it pays,
good enough to make it into the 11s. Genuine debates, or just he's up there, but he's not making the 11.
You could, if someone wants to put him into the 11, I hear it. It's hard not to put bias into this. Do I think he's better than Stam or Rio Ferdinand? No.
I was going to ask that Van Dijk or Rio because I've seen a lot of people put Van Dijk over Rio in there all the time.
Yeah,
do people forget how good Rio was? Yeah, do people forget how good Rio Ferdinand actually was?
I think they do.
Yeah, because everyone talks about Van Dijk now, but people forget that Rio Ferdinand was ahead of his time. He could play in any generation of any time in the Premier League. I think he has to be in there for me. I'd say Ferdinand and Terry, if it was up to me.
Because you lot didn't see Jaap Stam, even though I think, like I say this already, he's the best centre back I've ever seen I think he's the best centre back in the Premier League era. I know you lot didn't watch him, so I fight for Rio because I think one of those two has to get in.
Yeah,
that's just me personally. So
I won't
go Rio JT.
I'll go Rio as my Rio as my representative. I rate John Terry, but I do rate Van Dijk highly though. Van Dijk is serious.
Yeah.
And to be honest, there's a very high level that we're dealing with centre backs anyway. We're looking at JT, Ferdinand, Vidic, Jaap Stam, Van Dijk, Sol Campbell. We didn't even mention him. Yeah. There was people talking about Company in the chat as well. There's a very high standard. So if you don't,
Company deserves a shout. Company deserves a shout.
I think Company's right there.
He's the best captain I've seen in centre backs. Yeah. In terms of the centre backs.
He's like when I talk about Jaap Stam, he's the closest to that in regards to all the attributes. I think he has all the attributes.
Hey, all I'm saying is don't mention that pagan soul in my
Yeah, but Scott Campbell's right there too.
Sorry,
that
bro.
pagan. Now I said we don't care about that. I don't know who that is, man. I don't know who
Imagine
that
you
is.
got in and we could say you got 2 Tottenham players in the 11.
Nah, bro, this is not a Tottenham player for me, man. It's not a Tottenham player for me, man.
There we go.
But yeah, I'd argue Rio and John Terry for me. Like, I just think two
Cool.
players that are ahead of their time that barely made any mistakes that could play in any generation and played for a consistent amount of time.
Goalkeeper as well, Lewis.
And
Oh shit! Yeah, what the fuck happened to that one?
the thing is with Rio and Terry, the reason why I'm also saying is like they didn't just win league titles; they were a key part to that league title.
Yeah.
So you think of them when you think of them league run-ins, like consistently years in year out when they won it, and they're like without them, like the gap in between everyone's teams would be way different. Like that like you can only really say Van Dijk right now in this generation that could really be leveled up with them two, in my opinion. Like, but people forget how good Rio and Terry was because of Van Dijk now.
That's fair.
I hear that. Left back.
It's actually cool.
Yeah, there's a couple honourable mentions. Big
That's
up to
one of the
Robert
few
Cole.
times I actually can get involved. Ashley Cole right there.
Evra.
Ever definitely gets honorable mention. Dennis Irwin is very, very slept on. Like Mike's was talking there about Rio and Terry being ahead of their time. Dennis Irwin was very much that in regards to right-footed fullback who could play left back, could play right back. He would have been able to play wing back because of his engine. For those that don't know, he took free kicks. This is how technically good he was. Rarely caught out of position. Took penalties from Manchester United as well. Bear in mind the ballers we had. He was the one that was on penalties at times. He's the one that's on free kicks at times. Overlapping. Like I said, literally, and would have been playing and was playing. He was 2-footed. Because they said he was predominantly right-footed, but he's that good that he played on the left side. Because United tried to sign Stuart Pearce. And if he would have signed Stuart Pearce at the time, Dennis Irwin would have played right back, and then Stuart Pearce would have been left back, and Gary Neville probably wouldn't have got in. And there's a overlap where Carragher, Neville, Keane are talking about, and he crashes on him. Keane is like, it's like if you signed Stuart Pearce, you would have never been seen. But definitely honourable mention for Dennis Irwin because he's a modern day fullback. Think of Aspilicueta, but offensively better. That's the biggest compliment.
Fucking hell.
Yes. He was that good defensively, Dennis Irwin. But no bias, it's Ashley Cole.
Because I view Aspie as one of the best 1v1 defenders I've ever seen. Ever.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Sure, yeah.
Like, this guy, I'd go months without watching him lose a duel. Months.
Yes. And that was Dennis Irwin. In a nutshell.
Fucking hell.
I remember
that's well before my time. I might have to get the DVDs out for him too, bro.
Because I've heard so many good stories about it. Like Roy Keane even said, like what you said about the overlap. He said, like if he was there and was Stuart Pearce without Gary Neville, they would have won more league titles. So it's like, that's how highly he thought of the like Dennis Irwin and Stuart Pearce, and also how much he crushed on Gary Neville as well.
Someone who could play right back, left back comfortably. Could have played, if he played a back three, he could have played wing back as well. He had that engine. And even though he was small in stature, good in the air as well. Like you rarely see him get like done, in particular in the Premier League.
Yeah.
Like Europe's a little bit different, but yeah, and was key again in Manchester United winning them league titles and played his part in '99 too. Quality.
Here we go. Pretty solid back fives. Check Terry, Ferdinand, Kyle Walker, Ashley Cole. Shout out to Cam as well. Big up Cam, bro. Welcome to the channel. Hope everything's good.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you. You've already got 2 Arsenal players in the 11 already, so we started off pretty well with you. And we'll see what the midfield's saying. See what the midfield's saying.
Man, this guy's a dick, yo. Man said 2 Arsenal players. This you're a dick. I was thinking,
check's the best keeper they've had in the Emirates era. Come on, man.
Come on,
and Ashley Cole goes without saying, innit?
Oh, God, crazy.
Arsenal legend / snake.
But academy graduate. That's the correct term.
That's what
Invincible academy graduate.
Snake. That's why I called him a legend / snake.
Hey, do you say tomato? I say tomato. Well, one or the other. One or the other. Right. This midfield argument is where it's probably going to start getting more complicated. So, how we do? Do we want to do this as a whole midfield, or do we want to go deep defensive midfield into box to box into attacking midfielder? What's the
Oh,
easiest way for
God.
us to go?
Yeah,
around
probably
this?
this latter. You said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah, I
we'll
think that's
start with the defensive-minded midfielder. So I guess we got obviously Makelele, Kante in the mix for that. Roy Keane. Who else do we have?
Patrice.
Yeah, the three you mentioned: Makelele, Kante, Roy Keane. Could say
I was
Gilberto.
wondering
So
if Vieira would be better for like the box-to-box role.
Vieira's my, even though Vieira is box to box and did it all, he's my pick for DM.
That's the thing. I wanted to put him as a DM. Obviously, I didn't watch him, but from the shit I heard, I wanted to put him as a DM.
I've said this before. Vieira's the most, and this is how you don't know I'm not biased. So this is how you biased. He's the most complete midfielder I've seen in the Premier League.
Fair.
People don't like it, but like he's the most complete midfielder when it comes to physical attributes, technical attributes, mental attributes. He tops.
Yeah, I had a feeling Vieira was going to get in this 11 anyway. I'm just surprised we're putting him in the deeper role.
Because
Loki going to try to push for Kante in the DM.
Yeah, it's one of them. It's tough, man.
I mean, technically,
Leicester to win the league, joint 10 points.
Technically, I've seen Kante out there moving up to the final third and that, so you can't even do the 8th. But like he's like the Bowen. Yeah, Kante here.
I'm just glad. You know what it is? Yeah, I'm glad Flawless was about when like I'm barring Flawless. Me, no one was really about. When did you start watching football, Lewis?
06.
It's before that time frame we talking.
Yeah. So,
I've been mentioning most of these dudes I didn't play.
Man on the stream as well, though.
Yeah. This was I mentioned to Lucy like I barely watched some of these dudes.
Like, don't get misunderstood. Makelele, the role's named after him. Top quality. The fact that he may miss out is crazy. Like Makelele, they literally called it the Makelele role. That's how good he was. I'm just thinking from this perspective. Vieira gives you those defensive attributes, but then he's also better on the ball than a Makelele. If we're thinking from a team perspective, that's all I can think of. Makelele's the guy. He is the man. Like, I'm not disputing that. But then you think about the players that can go in the box to box and the 10, they can offer you as well. So imagine Vieira, like, and then two others, whoever we put there. So whether it's Gerrard, Scholes, Lampard, Yaya Toure, David Silva, the list goes on whoever we decide to go with. Again, like to me, I'm saying Vieira, but that's me.
Hey, I'm going N'Golo, but I'm easy. What are we saying, chat? I mean,
you don't want to go N'Golo. That's cool. I get that.
Most of the people I mentioned, I didn't get to watch, but from what people were saying Vieira, then I hear it. I hear it when it comes to
the
Vieira.
Two
like,
players, really. Joy is the two players, that Arsenal have that no one can really, if you're old enough to remember that no one can really dispute. It's Vieira and Henry.
I agree.
They're like legit. It's like you can ban Arsenal and all that, but when it comes to them two players, they're like legit of the legit. Like they are top of the list sort of thing. Like they're up there. So I wish we had that today, and unfortunately we
don't. Fuck it. We'll put Vieira.
You don't think Saka's there? I mean, I've seen. You don't think Saka's there because I've seen some Arsenal fans slander Henry for criticizing him.
Bun them, man. Waste my fans.
Fair enough.
That's crazy. Right, okay. On to the 8 role then. Now we can start adding a few more.
Declan Rice. I'm putting Declan Rice.
What I'll say is, and when I say this, people don't remember him at the last stages. I'm talking him in the 4-4-2 era, Paul Scholes. I'm talking like Scholes, like 90s, 2000s.
Because I don't know how he would have been in this.
Not the last stage Scholes. So people, when I say this, I'm not talking about Scholes you see sat in front of the back four with Michael Carrick and dictating play, which he did at times. I'm talking about him 4-4-2 era people. So none of this 6, 8, and 10 when you was a central midfielder, not an attacking midfielder, not a defensive midfielder, a central midfielder. Yes, you would have a defense. One of those might be a little bit more defensive. One would be a bit more offensive. But you had two strikers in front of you. You had to get back in. I'm talking that Paul Scholes.
And that volley, bruv. Ooh.
It's Bradford.
That guy had a volley and he scored a couple of volleys and he scored a couple.
One against Villa, though.
Yeah. That was later on. One against Villa was later on. Yeah.
That was
the one Cam's talking about is like early, like that was like 90 maybe. late 90s. Yeah, maybe early. For me,
I'll
personally,
put
I'm saying
Scholes.
Scholes.
I'll put. What are we doing for like the number 8 role?
Yeah.
In this,
I'll say Gerrard.
I've got 2 in it. I got 2 or 3. I got Scholes, Gerrard, or I'd even. You know what? Actually, I'll go with them 2 because the third one I don't know about. Actually, when I think about it,
Who's the third one?
I was gonna say. Fuck it, I'll say Lamps, bro. I'll do that. I'll do that whole.
You really had to struggle to get him to say Lampard. Fair enough.
No, not that. It's not that. Do you know what it is?
I'm saving Lampard for when we
to...
go further up the pitch. Personally, I'm gonna.
That's
leave
what
it
I was
for
trying
there.
to think. That's what I was trying to think. Like, is he more than 8 or is he more up? Like, because he was more of an attacking midfielder. So
why is there
that's why
so
I
much
didn't- that's why I
Suchek
didn't-
prop in the chat?
It's because they all. It's because they all like. It's
Well,
because
he's the greatest chess player of all time.
This is so disrespectful. Like Pavel Nedved don't exist.
it's they're all trying to get a reaction out of me. It's gonna big up Charlie,
Listen,
big up Arsenal.
Jez, when we gonna do some like old school watch-alongs, make sure you pull up, man.
Don't say like some because Yannick
Yeah,
teach me.
you don't know who Pavel Nedved is. You don't have a clue.
No,
man.
I'm saying, Paul.
You don't know who that is.
I'm a young genius. Like, bro, like the best player I have seen is Graham Bell. Now I'm taking the piss.
I know he's an 8. I was just saying.
Well,
I was gonna say.
I have not seen any of these dudes.
If Suchek's
Right,
the best,
so I feel like Scholes is getting in the 8th position because like it'll be ridiculous.
Do
if
you
he
know why?
is in
You know the
11.
only reason why I'd pick Scott. I've always said it when it comes to them 3 anyway. I'd pick Scholes over them 2 anyway because, like, I always go on what Henri used to say. Yeah, well, what Henri said. He goes, "There's 2 players he used to hate playing against. He couldn't stand playing against them. Yeah." And not because he just didn't like him, it's just because he always struggled against him. One was Ledley King, and the other one was Paul Scholes. Because and Paul Scholes, but that guy was actually a little genius, bro. I swear down.
Well, enough people talk about how much they rated playing against Paul Scholes or how much they designed their game off the way Paul Scholes played. So I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Yeah, Scholes will get into 11.
Is Gerrard not getting in this team then?
Aye, maybe not.
Fucking hell.
It's tough because Gerrard, I mentioned about being the most complete, and I mentioned Vieira in that. And I think Gerrard is probably the closest to that. I just don't think he was better than Vieira. And I rate Gerrard highly. Very, very highly.
I was going to say, for the job he did for a team that never won the Premier League, but the players he was surrounded by, like I think it's a bit of a thing that how did he not get in there, sort of thing. But then
hey,
again,
man, we got one more midfield spot, Mikez. Floor's yours.
It depends who's going to be like the shots for the most advanced. Then it's obviously like De Bruyne and this guy.
Super Frank. I like Super Frank. Highest goal scoring midfielder in Prem history. I think he's still got the second most assists.
Yeah, Torre and Cesc Fabregas deserve a shout. Like I know they won't get this 11, but they deserve a shout at least. Like,
my actual pick won't get in, but definitely David Silva would be my pick.
Yeah,
I think he's the best 10 we've ever seen in the Premier League era. To be honest,
that's fair.
I think he's that good.
De Bruyne as well. That's another.
I think he's extremely underrated for the level he was at. But hey, that's just me.
I think Yaya Toure doesn't get respect that he deserves in the wider conversations because a lot of the games that he played in, he was the midfield, like with the way he used to drive with the ball and his technical ability, whilst having the power. There's a lot of people you either regard as they have power or they have power or the technical ability. He had both.
Yeah, that's true.
He had both, and he took games by the scruff of the neck, and he was a big game player.
He's the closest I've seen to Vieira.
Definitely,
personally.
Yeah.
Like I remember I was pissed that Wenger didn't sign him, bro. Because he was on trial at Arsenal and Wenger was like, nah, don't want him.
Oh, Wenger missed him. Wow, you not miss him, Kante, Ronaldo, crazy.
You know why I'm so pissed off?
You don't remember the memes from back in the day? Wenger, I could have signed him and all that.
Yeah, remember? He missed a lot of players, man.
Did he miss Kante for Xhaka or some shit? Like,
yep.
Hey, that was worth it, man. Shout out Granite.
Xhaka cost more money than Kante.
Respect the invincible Bundesliga winner. Granit. Respect. There's an invincible winner. Not many people have an invincible on their name.
I like the invincible.
Invincible Bundesliga winner, man. It's your Hey, to all the German fans out there, it's yours gold.
It's gold. It's gold. It's actually gold.
To know what I'm saying, yeah, his is. I'm saying to like Bayern Munich fans and others, is yours gold.
No, I'm saying, bro, I don't see Bayern. I've never seen a Bayern team with gold
Like
numbers on the back.
and Schweinsteiger, you know what I'm saying?
I'm saying Lewandowski and all that. Come on, bro.
Robin and Ribery.
Yeah, Ribery, Robin, is yours gold, mate.
Do you have a gold Bundesliga trophy? Nah, man.
Right, so we're going super Frank.
Yeah, you know it's gonna be Frank. You ain't gonna let it lie. This gonna be Frank. You know it's gonna be Frank.
Hey, you got your West Ham player, bro. You all good?
He's taking a fucking piss.
Come on, man.
We've got 2 to be fair, technically.
Oh shit! Yeah. Rio counts, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. You got 2.
And I swear, John Terry originally started in West Ham's academy and then went to Chelsea's academy.
I would never claim John Terry for anything though, because free Anton.
Fair enough. I understand. Right, the forward line. Which one are we gonna start with?
Right wing.
I feel. Yeah, we'll do right wing.
I ain't gonna lie. I think right wing and centre forward is the easy part. I think left wing is the troublesome. Right wing, it has to be Ronaldo.
Yep,
has to be like as good as Salah is. Consistency level, with like of course Salah outrageous people from a consistency level point. Ronaldo was the best player in Europe at one point during over those 2 seasons, better than Messi and Kaká at those points, and led United to everything. Salah's never been at that level. And Salah's quality. But he's never
I've only just started respecting his creativity over the last year or 2.
Yeah, and Salah's a bad boy. Don't get. If we did that second draft of this, Salah gets in. But for me, it's Ronaldo.
Yeah,
I'm with you. It's a Salah v Ronaldo.
So you're saying Salah would be like the backup to Ronaldo?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There you go.
Off the bench. And wait, why is it blue and not red, Lewis? What's this? Why is the circles blue and there's been more red winners than blue winners of the champ? I mean, of the Prem, sorry. Huh? There's been more red winners of the Prems.
I just went for the colour that felt suit the channel a bit more. What do you want?
Red.
Technically though, didn't United have like their blue jersey when kit when Ronaldo was there?
The AIG.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, AIG. Yeah.
We had a couple of blue kits, to be honest. Yeah, we've had more red kits.
Yeah,
that's
it's like you're awake every other year or something, or other year.
I need to get that from the 90s. That blue and white kit we had in the 90s was fire.
Hey, shout out, to the right ringer.
The little checkered one.
Yeah. That one, the sharp thing. I need to pattern that.
Yeah,
there's a couple of away kits I need to get.
I've seen
from
that before.
Back then.
Shout button for the right wing spot.
Yeah, so it's Ronaldo, Salah. No,
obviously you gotta give Beckham honorable mention. You have to give Beckham an honorable mention.
Perez.
Yeah.
Perez was left.
Yeah, Perez on the left still. Yeah, he's beef with Eden. He's got a long battle. Up front.
Henry. Don't even know.
Oh, he's saying the cheeky shout for Kane. Harry Kane.
Yeah, you know what, Spurs thing. Let's go.
I mean, the most goals with no trophy. Come on, bro. I need it. And I'll say like if that, I have never seen some striker like Harry Kane's ability to not win a trophy. You should at least have a shout. You should at least have a shout.
He did the Gerrard thing in the Prem. Played well, scored a whole load of goals and assists. No Premier League trophy.
Exactly. Exactly. So for me, like when you see how Liverpool fans speak about Gerrard, so why can't Harry Kane have a shout?
Gerrard can have a shout, but he ain't getting in if Gerrard didn't get in.
No, Shearer's definitely honourable mention, people. Shearer's definitely honourable mention. Andy Cole's definitely honourable mention as well. Without doubt. He's definitely Henry. That's it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know why I argue.
If he goes in there, I want to see Llorente in here.
Proper
wanna see
Barclays,
Antonio.
man, like Carly Austin as well. Big up.
He's about to go name all types of people.
Yeah.
Start talking about meet you and that.
Like
You know
I
what
said
I'm
in the
saying?
Kevin
chat, the only one
Yeah,
I'm not
man.
arguing over. Listen,
Real
the
shit.
one I said,
Kevin
I
Jones.
said in the
Who
chat,
else?
the only one
Benny
I'm not arguing
McCarthy.
over.
Big
is-
up Benny
Yeah,
McCarthy.
there's no argument. Come. This is just content purposes. We just giving honorable mentions. We know it's
Yeah.
Henri, but we still gotta give honorable mentions to the
Yeah.
likes of Shearer,
no,
Andy
Cameron
Cole,
Jerome.
Harry Kane, Cameron Jerome,
Drogba,
It's yours,
Torres.
Bodo. It's yours,
Drogba.
Bodo.
Grant Holt.
There we
Like,
go,
what-
man. Chris
yeah, what
Wood,
he's re-
Peter
yeah.
Crouch.
Ashley
Yeah,
Barnes.
Graziano Pella. 14-15 edited right
Hey,
there.
By the
man.
way, you know, for right wing, can I just do an honorable mention for Zola? He was a G.
Yeah. I'd have said Zola as a 10, but
Oh, yeah.
Zola's honorable mention.
Yeah, like he should have gone in
What about
with
Adebayo?
Lampard and that.
Adebayo. Yeah. Bergkamp, honorable mention.
Shout out for
Trust
Saka.
Bergkamp.
Also,
Saka.
the Bergkamp regen, Kai Havertz.
Aguero. We can't forget Aguero.
World class Saka. World class Saka.
Yeah. Yeah.
All of that.
Can't forget Aguero either. Honorable mention.
Yeah.
Kanu. Big up chat. He was a real
Yeah.
one.
Now the left. Because there is actually a debate on the left. Even though I am going to push Frieden Hazard, there is a debate there. There's Pires, there's Ryan Giggs. I don't know what position Gareth Bale is beefing on. Is it on the left-hand side? I've seen him cut inside off the right a couple times, play centrally. He could be all across
He
the
was
front.
more
three.
left.
But he was just he was
He
the
started as a left back,
Oh.
didn't he? He started as a left back.
yeah
and then he pushed him into the wing.
left back, then pushed at times left wing, then right wing. Like, bro, that dude was just everywhere. Like, it's like,
At one
Give the
point, he
ball
was
to
playing as
Bale.
10 at one point.
bro, he was everywhere. I'm telling you, like,
Yeah, I know.
at one point it was, but it was at one point where it's like, give the ball to Ben, everybody move the fuck out of the way. Like,
Yeah.
technically, that's what it was. Like, shit, if he was left back, midfield, attack, it didn't matter, bro. Just move out of the way. Dude is just gonna steamroll the whole
Just give him the
opposition.
ball, move the fuck out of
That's
his
it,
way.
man. Straight ISO.
Literally,
Straight
ISO, bro. Like, and then I see
know what,
Arsenal
yeah,
fans trying to compare him to Saka.
Yeah, no comparison.
Because he has more,
Anyway,
more DNA than Bale.
Hey, listen, Jez. There's no comparison. Saka's levels, of course, these Arsenal fans, Saka's level, but reality is we know Bale
Nah.
fucking shits on this guy. Anyway, yeah.
Like,
I heard it.
If Bale,
Gareth
no,
Bale.
you know what it is? If Bale had more, if Bale had more success, if Tottenham actually were more of a successful team, honestly, even if they only had like the one or two prems, yeah, obviously as an Arsenal fan it would hurt, but I'd personally put Bale as left wing. But
Like,
I
have a
agree.
much stronger argument or
for
something.
me, it's Eden Hazard. It's not even like
I was going to say about
not-
Bale,
there's
like
no-
he
even Sanchez gets a little honourable mention, but he wasn't there long enough.
Man,
to
like
do it, you know what I
Alexis.
mean?
Oh my gosh. I
was
forget
gonna say,
about
bruv,
Alexis.
he was-
yeah.
Bruv, he's the only guy I was pissed off we gave the contract deal to Ozil and not him, bruv.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. 350k a week for someone who don't turn up in big games.
I would have
hear it.
given that to Sanchez.
Sanchez was carrying you lot through like
So
15,
many
16,
games,
no, not
bro.
15,
Fuck
16,
that,
17 specifically. 15,
Bruv, he
16, you
carried
can at
us,
least say
bruv.
other players were doing their thing.
And I think he was waiting to see what kind of contract he was going to get, and when he found out he was getting less than, when they're prioritizing Ozil over him, and then he was going to get less than Ozil. Also, he was like, "Nah, fuck this, I want to go United." Went to United the first day and said, "Can I go back?"
You think that's why his form dipped in the last 6 months? Because I was wondering what happened to him. Like, he wasn't crap once he went to United. He was falling off the few months before that. 17,
I think,
18
do you
as
know
a
what it is?
whole. was a
Yeah,
bit of a dead season.
Yeah, no. He to me, yeah, I think because it all came out that both of them were on their last year, and obviously Arsenal fans were pushing like, "Why have you not sorted this out yet?" So when they were sorting it out, they're prioritizing Ozil's contract over I said Hazard, you know,
Alexis.
over Sanchez.
Yeah, Wenger nearly signed him too.
Yeah, I know, and Ronaldo. And Messi. The list goes on, bruv.
Probably the whole 11, if we call it a
the
but.
whole of football, bruv.
Bruv, I'm telling you, like, if this guy just pushed a bit more money, he would have got these players. But you know, and we own a tight budget and debts to pay and
Got to pay off the Emirates and all that.
Yeah, 300
Just
million.
funny now because you lot are now thinking of renovating that
to 80,000 for what? For what?
For more North London forever nonsense, bruv.
because you're trying to
failure, bro.
Tottenham. Like, you lot can get Beyonce, you're gonna get Tyler
That's
or
the
something.
that's the thing. Like every like, bro,
If, that's
even
the,
club
if,
like
they, if they're
Real
gonna
Madrid
do
are doing
that,
it.
yeah, you might as well. Do you know what? If you're gonna do that, yeah, you might as well go the whole hog, yeah, and fucking renovate the whole thing. Do what Tottenham's done with the pitch.
WrestleMania at the Emirates.
Bruv, get a fucking contract with like
Might
NFL
see some
or
gold
something
get
like
lifted there for
that.
once.
Do you know what I mean? If you're gonna do it, you might as well just go all out. Don't just expand it and not do anything else with the pitch or the inside of it. If that makes sense. If it's just gonna be plain old fucking boring bars and elaborates here and there, and bruv, there's no point. Just leave it as 60,000, bruv, because it's just gonna be the same with 20,000 more people being silent most of the time. So
that's true. That's true.
Facts.
Like, like I said, if you're gonna, if Arsenal really want to go and expand it, I'm not against the expansion, yeah. But if you're gonna expand it, you might as well go the whole hog. You might as well expand the seats. You might as well do what Tottenham have done on the inside of the stadium, or do what Real Madrid have done. Do you know what I mean? Make the pitch like I said, get one of them big ass NFL contracts or something. Do what you need to do with the pitch. Like, if you're gonna do it, you might as well go the full hog. Don't just expand the seats because it's just gonna be an expansion on silence, bro. That's literally what it's going to be.
I think that's what I would assume that's what the plan would be, though. It's not just going to be like raise the upper tier or something.
Yeah, no, I get obviously it would. I'm hoping that would,
because you're probably going to have to change the hospitality stands as well for that one.
Yeah, well, yeah, no, of course, yeah,
big 20k increase, isn't it? If anything, I'd assume that a lot of those seats are going to go to hospitality. Same way the plans for the new Stamford Bridge was going to be the same thing. 13k increase, about a good 60-70% of that is just hospitality tickets increasing.
This is the thing. This is why you know what it is, yeah. This is why I'm getting so uninterested in football now, bruv. It's a business, bruv. No one gives a flying fuck about us no more, bruv.
Like, facts. That's why I've just looked into streaming even more. Like, I'm blessed that I have this platform.
Like, you know what it is, yeah. That's why, like, after the time when I watch Arsenal, I really don't give a fuck, bruv. I'm just watching them, like, but we could be winning 4-0. I'll be like, oh, yeah, nice, we're winning 4-0. Oh. Whoopee. Like, for me, it's just
for
like
me, I don't feel like I have to go to every game like I used to. So I'll go if I want to.
Yeah, of course.
But
that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like you see it in Wembley. It gave it away with Wembley, fam. When you're giving, it's a 90,000 stadium, yeah, but you're giving like 25,000 tickets each to each fan. That's like 50,000. So what's going on with the other 40,000 seats?
I think about like European finals and that.
No, but that's
like,
what
fans
I'm saying.
will get like 13 to 15% of the allocation.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Reality is, yeah, it doesn't matter who the fan base is, yeah, and what stadium the final's being played in. So if it's fucking Barcelona versus Chelsea in the final in fucking, we'll say Paris, yeah, that's a what 80,000 seat or something like that. 75,
68. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Well, whatever it is, yeah.
I get the narrative. A good chunk of that's going to go to sponsors. Like, look at the 2021 Champions League final.
That's what I'm saying.
They were going to move that to London. But then because they couldn't get all their sponsors in because of the COVID legislations at that time, they said, fuck that. We're not going to make it easier and more accessible for the English fans. Going to move to Porto with like a chunk of the allocation.
Well, this is what I'm saying. What it should really be is what it should be. If we're going to give sponsorships and all that, yeah, technically it should be 45% to each fan base, yeah, and the other 10% should be for hospitality and sponsorship. If you're really caring about us as a fans, that you say you do and you put out your fucking bullshit statements, yeah, every time you sack something or sign a fucking player and you put out statements, and
for me, I don't even want that much. It's even it 33% each.
No, bro, no. I
33
get that.
for home fans, 33 away, 33 for hospitality.
It should be bro. It really should be 50-50, bro. It should be 50-50.
No, I would like it, but I never think you'll get to that point anyway. I think that would be a happier medium.
No, it will never get to that point now. It will never get to that point now. What I'm saying is, technically, it should be 50-50 because if it's two teams in the final, it should be 50% one team, 50% the other team. Yeah, for a fan base. That's why I said I'd give it 40 to 45%. Yeah, I'll open it up a little bit, 45 to 40%. Yeah, pause, big pause, ayo. And then with the other 10 to 20%, you give that to the sponsorship / hospitality. You can't this is my point is, you can't be fucking prioritizing hospitality and sponsorships over the fans themselves. It's the fans that have made this fucking sport. It's not the players, it's the fans, bro. It's us. It's us tuning in every week. It's us. But if none of us tuned in,
but the thing is, we're all replaceable nowadays. That's the deeper story behind it.
No, but I'm
no one should tune in to watch West Ham.
But no, it's not. What I'm saying is, if no one tuned in to watch football, yeah, if no one tuned in, I mean, no one in the world tuned in. You think these men are going to be on $1 million a week? No, bro. $1 million a month? No. They're going to be on some basic budget wage like us, like They're literally going to be playing for minimum wage, bruv. So why are we prioritizing these sponsorship deals and all of this bullshit over the fans that make this fucking sport? That make these sports, that make the fucking sport have money. We're the ones that are paying for all of this shit.
I'm going to explain that in just a second. Just want to say, guys, the lines are now officially open if you guys want to make any changes to the 11, because I do see people moaning. Salah should be on the right, Ronaldo on the left, Rooney should be in, blah, blah, blah. Make the changes or enjoy the show.
Hey,
one or the other in it.
Put your money where your mouth is. Huh?
Yeah, or just enjoy the 11 for what it is.
Facts.
That's the 11.
If you disagree,
but yeah, Cam, just to explain to it, because of how big football is nowadays, it's become like I said, we're all replaceable.
No. I get why they do it. When I say this, I understand why they do it. It's not like I'm saying it like, oh my god, they're dickheads. They shouldn't. I understand why they do it. I know it's all that now. It's all of that. It's all about that, bro. It's all about the money, bro. So I completely understand why they do it. I'm just saying it from a fan's perspective. This shit is just fucking pissing me off now, bro. Like, it's boring me, bro. I don't want to watch football anymore. This is the shit that's making me put off football, because the footballers themselves, they're not fucking even playing for the fucking love of the sport that they grew up on. They're playing because they just want the money now. You can tell when you have to get... Yeah, but this is what I mean, bruv. Don't be playing something. Bruv, I'm just an old school guy minded like that. That's just me, innit? I'm not saying I have to speak on everyone and everyone has to speak like me. I'm not saying it like that. But it's just ruined the fucking sport, bruv. In the last 10 years, the way the sport's gone, and now with the VAR, all this, you might as well just call it FIFA, fam. You legit might just call it FIFA, fam.
Bro, wait for what football's going to be like in the next 10 years. This substitution is sponsored by this or whatever. There's gonna be hell way more incentivized.
I'm waiting for that. There's gonna be adverts halfway in the fucking match when the referee blows for foul. Bruv,
yeah, or what's it called? When there's gonna be a drink break or something like that. But just the thing, obviously, yeah. I mean, they've been talking about trying to make changes where there's gonna be like halftime interviews, interviews in the locker room or some shit. Like, obviously, it's not. I don't think like you have to do it every game, but I think you have to do it like you have to do it at least once a month or so, like stuff like that. But
already started that.
I think the last Premier League weekend, but I must have missed it though. I've seen people talking about it, but kind of the point is that. Did it last year? I didn't realize that shit.
Yeah,
where
they haven't done it this year, but it's like basically when the players come off. They're like in like a game in like Sky or something. They wanted to interview or go on and try to interview a player for like a couple of questions, but they only I think they only did it to like test it out. Like nobody cared, nobody wants this. Like who asked for this?
About like soccer and that, isn't
it? No, you're talking about actual games though, right?
Yeah,
actual games here. Like soccer, it's soccer. You know, like it's a charity game. Like, so who really cares really? But the actual match, like, I mean, but this is where it's just sports in general goes. It's all about making the most money, making the profit. Like, I mean, shit, we are the definition of making the profit. Like, we don't win shit, but when it comes to sports franchises around the world, we in the top 10. And then consider how many big franchises are out there. Like, you have the Dallas Cowboys, you have the Lakers, you have United, etc., etc. And for us, with the stature of our football club to be up there, kind of proves the point. And that's why you even see Real Madrid. They have concerts now there in their new stadium too. So it's kind of like even the winning clubs doing it now. So it's kind of like it's just where the sports is going now these days.
Mm-hmm.
Got to think about ways to make more and more money, and another way to do it is to lease out your stadium for other events.
Which
That's
makes
what Tottenham
sense.
are doing, it's what Madrid are doing, it's what other clubs will.
Yeah. Because the thing is, I fully understand why
We've
clubs
done it
do
in
that.
the past. We've done it in
That
the
makes
past
sense.
as well. We've done it in the past.
Oh yeah, you've had the odd concert there.
Yeah, we do it in our stadium.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah, but to be fair, that one ain't your ground. You loaned that one out.
Yeah, we don't even own our
but
fucking ground. It's fucking laughable.
But even then,
Oh,
but that's the whole point of Chelsea trying to have a new stadium too. Like not
Yeah, so they can do it.
like that 38 seater ain't gonna cut it. Like really and honest. To be honest, like
Absolutely.
it's
Yeah,
Travis
Beyonce
Scott
ain't
is not,
coming over to this ground.
bro. Travis Scott, Beyonce, they ain't gonna go over there because they if they want to go and perform for like an hour and a half, that'll be a big road as well. Then
Absolutely.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's why football's where it is. It's just become a lot more financially motivated. It's going to keep being financially motivated. You know,
But
the
that's
saying,
the
"Money
problem with
makes
it.
the world
Like,
go round." You got to look at football,
what it
innit?
is, yeah, I know I get that, but this is the problem with it. It's infected the sport so much where half these players don't give a fuck, bro. Like, and we're
None of them.
watching this, and you know, we stress out about this, and reality is we're out here stressing about the fucking team that we're supposed to love, and they're getting in the dressing room going, oh, they've just lost 4-0 to someone. Going out tonight, lads.
this one-
Yeah, going out tonight. Like, this is what I'm saying, but back in the day, this would not be happening, fam. Back in, like, I'm not even saying back in the day, just even 10 years ago, this shit would not be happening. Like,
There
it's
weren't player
infected
power
sport
back in the day
so
like it
much.
is now.
That's not, but if it's you know what it is, it's just like fucking, it's just infected the sport so fucking much, yeah. That's why I don't like watching football like that no more, bro. Like, I couldn't be arsed with it, bro. Like, that's why I said if we win
I
the
thought
Premier
it's
League,
more because Arsenal's just been in a shit period this season.
no, bruv, it's football in general, fam. It's boring, fam. Like, it's just so boring to watch, fam. It's just so systematically
I hear it.
boring.
But again, I think that's more of an Arsenal thing. You guys are terrible to
Every
watch.
team I've watched, bruv,
Yeah,
yeah,
it does help when your team's performing better. Trust me, that is a big help. If your team's performing better, it does help. It does help.
Yeah, this was me last season. I was sick of football last season. Now I'm here.
Yeah, facts.
No, but I've been sick of football for years, bro.
I've been sick of
Arsenal
football all my life.
Kind of disappointed you for years. Actually, no, I'll tell a lie. You played better football the last year or two.
And that's
It's
why
this
Arsenal
season,
fans,
right?
not Cam, but Arsenal fans in general over the past couple of years have been happier because they've been getting better results and playing better football, even though they've fallen short. Now, of course, eventually it gets to the point where you have to win, but it's been better. I'm saying it's been better than Arsenal, but look where he was before, I tell. Same with United. I'm saying I've been miserable the vast majority for the years now. The occasional, like Ten Hag's first season, the occasional Mourinho's like first couple seasons, but other than that, few and far between. And that wasn't even good. It was just better than the rubbish that was being served up. So if your team performing better, it does help. But that's just the way football's going now. It's a multi-billion-pound sport. Of course, people are. That's why stadiums are being built, because it's not just for football. Our Spurs have held all types of concerts, so that's what it is. And that's why Old Trafford, if United move stadium, do that, and they'll have concerts there. If Chelsea move stadium, will happen. I'm sure the West Ham stadium. If you lot held it, I know it was an Olympic stadium. You lot have held events there, right? At West Ham, you held it.
Yeah, we had concerts in the summer. Yeah.
Yeah, so it makes sense, and it's extra.
Burna Boy was there a lot.
What should happen is though,
Yeah,
extra
Burna Boy
income
and
should
Foo
happen.
Fighters.
Yeah,
the weekend there too.
Especially being in London. So you got Spurs, West Ham, Emirates, all in. So you got Spurs, West Ham, Arsenal, all in London. So it makes sense that that's going to happen. And Chelsea will follow suit.
Wembley as well.
Yeah, just a decade late.
You got Wembley. Wembley be hosting boxing events. You know what I'm saying? And Wembley be holding NFL events. And that was years ago. NFL events.
Even we held like an American football event. I don't know whether it's NFL or not, but they're doing our stadium as well. So
yeah, because even what's it called? Because obviously because we're doing the concert, the NFL, but we also do like rugby events, as well. I've seen that. And even like smaller events that people don't talk about. They're even just everything, you know.
That makes sense. I hear that.
These are got a formula.
Yeah, that's just where football is now. That's it.
Yeah,
We've been trying to get there for like
that.
20 years, but we're stuck in this like mad situation with our surrounding area. So we ain't gonna even start plans until 2031, 2032.
At least some football clubs don't. But I do respect the football clubs that try to do that, but also try to win. Because at this point, I don't get stressed out about Tottenham as much as I used to, because I'm like, fuck it, man. These dudes all care about the money, so I'm not gonna be as pissed anymore. But at least I know, let's say Chelsea get the stadium, I know they're gonna still trying to win. So it's kind of like, okay, you can deal with these things happening in the stadium if your team's also winning at the same time. Where Madrid is still
you
gonna
just
win.
come to accept where you guys are, innit?
Pretty much in it until change happens. Because I can't blame, like, obviously I hate the ownership, but I can't blame the ownership, because if that's me in the same shoes, I'll do the same shit. I'll be honest. I'm trying to take as much money as possible. Because at the end of the day, it benefits me. And then if somebody comes in who wants to buy the football club at the price that I want to sell it, and then they buy it for that price, hey, you guys can still hate me. I'm a billionaire.
Yeah, it's true.
Bedtime.
It's true.
Part of the game, innit, I guess.
It is what it is, man.
Unfortunate part of the game that
Literally.
people can be allowed to buy the club, and their best interest of the football club is not the first thing on their agenda. It's not first thing on their priority list, I should say. Anyone who buys a football club, what it should be is the club's best interest at heart on the pitch, but that's not the case for a lot of ownerships. It's money first, secondary. Like Abramovich at Chelsea, it was Chelsea first. His main motivation was Chelsea being successful on the football pitch. Now, it might fall short, might have bad windows, may sack managers at the wrong time, hire the wrong manager, etc. But that's why fans cry. How many fan bases are actually happy with their ownerships? Out of the big six, take City out of it.
Get Veta involved in this.
Take City out.
Chelsea will change depending on the week and the
yeah,
scoreline.
but the thing is, even with your ownership, even though they've got it wrong in regards to who they've hired, their aim and intent, you don't spend $1 billion in 18 months not trying to be the best.
Facts.
They've just got it wrong. But the aim was there. Like, that's where my criticism of Manchester United's ownership happens now, and the Glazers when it was just them. Cam with Arsenal. Des has just mentioned about Spurs as well. Liverpool, even though they've had success, have been FSG out. Because even with success, which can happen if you spend money and make the right recruitment, if FSG's best interest at heart was Liverpool Football Club, how much more did they win in the past 10 years? Bear in mind how close they've been.
They build on the teams that won the league, and they never did that. They go and get a midfielder.
Exactly.
They definitely win another league in the Champions League.
That's it.
Sorry, Joe, say that again?
Now, I was saying, if they would have invested more during them years, I still believe they would have had at least another Premier League and another Champions League, both of them.
I feel like some owners are like scared of raising the level of expectation. So once they get to top 4 and all of that, they're okay.
Because they know once they get to top 4, European money.
We've been that since day one.
Like, so being successful on the pitch does not necessarily lead to more money. Whereas if you're just in the top 4 in a sustainable model and an efficient model, you can be.
Pretty much.
The news is only getting worse for you lot.
Go on, what's the news?
Another injury.
I know some people are celebrating this.
Oh, brother. Oh, dear, oh, dear.
Oh,
They don't like-
what a shame. Oh, God, Trossard is injured. Oh, no, what are we going to do now?
Another one bites the dust.
They don't like him anyway. It doesn't make a difference.
I was going to ask about Ben White's injury and your thoughts on that earlier, but that's old news now. Fuck. Yeah, when it rains, it pours, innit?
Arsenal fans will make out that we've had a injury hit prone season. The reality is we've had 4 or 5 players injured. Problem is our squad is so fucking short and slim. It make 3 players seems like 20 players, like 15 players.
And I swear not a lot of them happen at the same time either. It's like 1 in, 1 out half the time. Like someone comes back and someone gets injured half the time. It's not like all of them get injured right at the same time.
Ultimately, it comes down to their window. Their window.
Yeah.
Well, think about Odegaard's back now. So, are we going to use the same excuse that because Trossard's injured if we lose?
They don't even like Trossard.
We're not winning because Trossard was an integral part of our squad, even though he was a bench player half the time.
And was
That's the
shit.
excuses.
And he's been shit this season too.
Right.
Probably one of your most underwhelming players. But I say that like now Sterling's gonna go back into the team, so we'll see if he can outmatch.
And we're
that.
about to
Raheem
and,
the
he's,
Dream,
and
man.
we're about to give him a new contract. Get the joke.
Raheem the Dream.
Probably Trossard's probably getting a new contract.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
Apparently.
I don't even think he's been that bad in his time at Arsenal. He's just clearly a bench player and nothing else.
It's not the level, I don't think, though. Especially when he starts.
Nah, man. Yeah, he don't have to start. Just be depth. If he could
But depth
accept
for
being
Martinelli
depth,
is
then
crazy.
yeah, I don't blame them. Re-sign him.
Depth for Martinelli is crazy. Like Martinelli's dead.
I mean, some people said they don't
you
want,
know
they
what?
wouldn't. I mean, to be fair, I've still seen
Ain't
people
Martinelli
say,
on some stupid money, or am I bugging?
no, he's on big money, but it's not as big as it probably is considering the amount of money Arsenal make.
180k a week. Bloody hell.
I mean, shit, they gave Harvard like 300k, so
I know, but like that's meant to be one of the better wages. 180k for Martinelli.
I heard that because I keep saying in comparison to that, Sanders on like 190, and like Sanders, yeah, like Sanders on 190, and it's like, and
Cole
he's
Palmer's on 130.
yeah, man, because like, and Sanders been a servant for the club for forever now these days, so crazy.
What the hell, man? Yo,
Hey,
Salah,
that's what I
go
say,
get
man.
your bag, man.
That's why I say keep saying in the future, like this is what the future is gonna look like. For the clubs who they're gonna give clubs who actually want to be efficient, as Waiter says, they're gonna give contracts to players who are cheaper. Like the base wage is gonna be cheaper, but then the bonus is gonna be going on top. So you have to perform in order to get the rest of the money. But Arsenal keep giving guys hella big wages for no reason. Like Jesus right there, Jesus Christ, and then the 100 million more.
Jesus and Havertz as your top two highest earners. Someone needs to get sacked.
Well, the guy who
Someone
did that
got to
left.
lose their job for this shit.
Well, Edu left.
Yeah, man, that dude left.
And
Oh,
you-
shit, you left before he got sacked.
That
hey,
dude was like, I'm out, man. Yeah, dude said, scrap this.
I'm sorry, bro.
Also, Rice is on double what Caicedo's on, by the way.
I'm,
Just
so,
for
I'm
reference.
sorry, bro. 240 per week. Is it after wage or before wage? And no, sorry, what? Sorry, my bad. Is it before tax or after tax?
Let me check.
Yeah, because I actually want to know because like that's interesting. But bro, 240k to go out there and win the ball back. Put me in, coach. Put me in. Bro, I'm willing to run around.
200k for a 40-year-old at the bottom as well. It's mad.
Bro, he's not even 30-year-old. He's 45. That's the
Yeah, that's what I said. 40-year-old. Yeah, he's 40.
Oh shit! There you go, man. I tell you, the passport age is fake. I'll tell you.
Lord of mercy.
He's got that Luke Littler passport, bruv.
Oh,
I can't know.
he got his. That's before tax. Okay, this is still crazy, by the way. But bro, party got his passport from TikTok shop. It's crazy. Like, I'm saying it's hella spooky.
That's
Like,
at about 5.
kudos. Yeah, I say, man. Even what's it called? Fatao at Leicester. They're saying he's like 19, 20. I'm telling you, this looks like a 24-year-old right there.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised.
So who else is there? So Saliba's on 190, Saka's on 195. That's a bit more respectable.
Damn, they got Saka on the slave wages too. Slave minutes and slave wages.
This guy's crazy.
Oh my lord!
Zinchenko earns more than
This
nearly
guy's
our
crazy.
entire squad.
This guy's mad.
Bro, the flaws. I'm just saying how it is. They don't buy him a backup to actually go rest matches when he has to
Yeah,
rest.
I've run it into the ground though. It is mad.
Exactly, and he's getting less paid than Kyle Harper. This is what I'm saying. Coach, put me in.
disrespectful.
No
yo.
wonder
Yeah,
Arsenal can't get another striker.
Bro, I'm leaving the
I'm
football
on
club
less than
immediately.
Kai Havertz and I'm Bukayo Saka. Oh yeah,
I'm leaving the football club if I don't get a
Oh yeah,
contract
that's why I
extension
hope
immediately.
Havertz stays for every remaining minute on his contract because them negotiations over the next few years.
Libby's.
Oh, bro,
Every
there you
player
go,
that
then.
pops in is going to be like, Havertz is earning what? I want that. Jesus is earning what? I want that. That wage structure is going to look like United's in like 2 years. United's might be better. but in that
You're
time
gonna-
frame.
As bad as it is, it's better than it was because it was so bad and we actually got rid of players. Like a lot of our top earners have left in the last 3-4 years.
Yeah.
Hell of a lot of our top earners. It's still bad, but it's just not as bad.
Yeah.
We still got two. But I'm hoping we continue to get rid of pretty much everybody.
Yeah, like if Rashford, because if obviously Casemiro, like his contract is going to be up not too long. If then Bruno and Rashford leave, I don't think that then it kind of evens it out and everything. Then
Yes.
I mean, it has evened it out beforehand with the other guys leaving, but especially if those three are gone within the 1 or 2 years,
Absolutely.
United's wages are kind of calm then from then on.
Yeah, miles better. 100%.
Can you get these fucking wages off my fucking screenplay? It's pissing me off, bro. I'm about to punch my screen, fam. I swear down, I've been sitting here listening to you, man, chat, whilst watching the fucking wages on my screen, just thinking, what bellends run my club, fam? What absolute fucking waste man run my club? What waste man that we actually fucking hire to actually sign these waste man players, fam? These fucking bums, fam. We was on this high wage structure. We got rid of Aubameyang because apparently he was on too much fucking wages. We got rid of a Lacazette because he was on too much wages. We got rid of all these fucking players that these man wanted to complain about to replace them with bums on the same fucking wages, bruv. If not more, fam. Nah, fam. Oh, that's actually fucking pissed.
That's an Aubameyang for Havertz. That's a disgrace.
Bruv, I can't be arsed, fam. You might as well just fucking.
I want
Which is
to
the most bad, because even
I'll be honest with you. I know we take a piss, but I generally think a donkey would do a better fucking job than Havertz himself. A fucking genuine donkey, bruv. I mean, a donkey from a farm, bro.
I'm saying donkey from Shrek, yo. At least he got jokes.
Bro, no.
You know what I'm saying? He got
I'm not even
creativity.
saying no. I'm not
Bro,
even saying
he brings excitement to the football club at least.
bruv,
He might win more of his jewels.
This fucking
Fuck's sake.
fucking oh my
Wait,
god.
hey, Lewis, what are you talking about?
And then do you know what pisses me off more? Do you know what pisses me off more? Yeah,
He's lost the
I've got to
most
sit-
jewels this season.
Listen. Do you know what pisses me off more? Yeah, I've got to sit here every fucking week listening to these dumbass fucking Arsenal fans rave about these dumbass bum players, fam. It's fucking pissing me off that they don't even deserve fucking 10k a week, let alone a fucking 280k a week, bruv. These fucking oh my god, bruv. Who fucking
That's the donkey.
hell,
You're a
bruv.
donkey.
Who?
You are a
Oh
donkey.
my days, bruv.
You hit
I'd
the
rather
donkey, go,
Shrek run my
"Ee-oh,
fucking
ee-oh."
club, bruv. I swear down, I'd rather Tom Hanks run my fucking club. So no,
Keep
kids.
telling you, man. You might as well just be Chelsea. You enjoy life.
I'd rather be a rugby fan.
Fair.
I've actually
mean,
said,
yeah,
do you know
yeah,
what?
fair
I've
enough.
actually said to my son, innit, and I've told you this, innit, and I genuinely mean this now. I actually fucking genuinely, I don't care if any fucking Arsenal fan wants to call me fake or not, yeah. This is how fucking fed up I am with this fucking club, yeah. I said, listen, I wouldn't blame you if you wanted to support his granddad's team, which is Chelsea.
Who's Granda's team?
Oh,
Not
fuck.
Spurs.
Chelsea.
Well,
And I said-
we'll get him a kit.
Wait,
We'll get him a kit.
Ain't his Nana's team? Ain't your Nana's team Spurs?
My mum is Spurs. I'm talking
Yeah, man,
about
same support his
on his
Nana's
other
team,
side.
man.
I'm talking about on the other side.
On the other side.
mum-
Nah,
Yo,
but back
Cam,
to
if
Nana's team,
anyone
man.
wants a Chelsea shirt,
Yeah,
shout me. I got you. bro.
They're all Chelsea.
No, my kids are gonna have
I'm
to
not
suffer with me in the
disrespecting them.
future. They have to be West Ham fans. You have to suffer what I suffered. Like you have to learn life properly.
Oh, I just
No,
don't
do you
show
know what
them
it is?
football at all. Fuck it.
You know what it is? Do you know what? Do you know what? If it wasn't for my uncle, yeah. If it weren't for my uncle, yeah, I'd be a Spurs fan, and I'd just be used to disappointment in it. That's what it is. I'd be used to it. But because I'm a fucking Arsenal fan, and I unfortunately grew up in the era that we were fucking successful, my hopes and dreams are riding on Invincibles and fucking Champions Leagues that I was fucking promised as a kid.
And like my dreams, they fade
But
and
you
die.
know, but just no, bro. Just like in real life, I don't dream anymore, fam.
Right.
Dreams dead.
Yeah.
That's why we got the self-deprecating song we walk out to all the time.
What is it?
That's what it says in I'm from blowing bubbles. I like my dreams, they fade and die, bruv.
Oh, we're so
You've already,
shit,
you're already
bruv.
setting up
Oh
for
my God,
disappointment.
thinking about who runs my club, bruv. It's stressing me, bruv. Oh,
Sorry,
I
let it
wish I
out,
never
calm down, man. We're here for you,
fucking
man.
wages, bruv. That's actually stressed me, bruv.
Therapy signs,
Oh,
man.
bruv, you might as well sign me, fam. Sign me, fam. I'll do all their jobs for fucking free, fam. I swear down.
I think
I'll
he'd
do
be a
all
more
these fucking
dangerous
dead
forward
Arsenal.
than Kai Havertz. I hear that.
Bruv, I'd be a more dangerous fucking full 11 than these man.
Damn.
Faz.
And I'll do it. I'll do
I
it.
mean,
For, I'll
especially
do
the
it for
way
a
your
fucking
team's looking
tenner,
with these
bruv.
injuries. It's been a bit peak for you, man. Now Ben White gone. Now Trossard gone.
No, Henry didn't finesse me. Fucking Wenger did, the prick. He should have left in fucking 06, bruv. The cunt, bruv. I'll stand on that, bruv. I don't care, bruv.
Damn.
I mean, Henry kind of finessed you in 06 too.
No, do you know what? I don't blame him for staying. No, he only stayed because he wanted to see the stadium. He knew the team was going fucking nowhere. Let's be real, fam. I knew the team was going nowhere. He knew the team was fucking going nowhere. Because like everyone likes to point out about us losing the Champions League, we were fucking lucky to even get top 4 that year. So, bruv, if we're really going out, we all knew the fucking team was fading because Perez was leaving, Bergkamp had retired, but all these players were leaving.
Didn't
Vieira had
Ljungberg
left.
leave too that year?
Yeah, Lundberg was leaving. Vieira had left the season before. Like, do you know what I mean? Our team was dying. Henry just stayed for the respect for Arsenal fans and to play one season at the Emirates. That is it, bro.
See, yeah, no, I just meant he kind of cost you like the UCL final, innit? Might have been a completely different
No,
Arsenal
it wasn't
without
just
that.
in that. No. It
That's
wasn't
true.
him that cost us the
Don't
UCL
blame me,
final.
blame Henry.
Yeah, he had a part in it. It was that fucking prick. It was that. Oh my god! It was that referee, fam. It was that fucking referee.
Well, what did the referee do? Come talk to us.
Do you know what it is? He fucking if he had just given Lehman a yellow card and let the goal stand, fam. That's all. All you have to do is play on, let the goal stand, let Arsenal go 1-0 down, and Arsenal have 11 men on the pitch. I'm not blaming you. Lehman was a dickhead for what he done, but he was kind of covered and he was right by the goal. Even Etu was pissed off.
It was a rare decision where both sides were annoyed.
Yeah, Etu was pissed off. He was like, "What are you doing? I'm right here, bruv."
Yeah, like that was a big bozo move from the ref. I hear that.
I'm not saying, by the way, I'm not
the
saying
same way.
Listen,
Also, Henry just had to bury one chance.
One
chance is a different game. But thankfully he didn't. Thank the Lord he didn't, because boy,
yeah,
I'm to grow up with you, man, singing Champions of Europe. I'm good. You know.
Thanks.
I don't need none of that. Big up to the little one. Up the Chelsea.
Where's the spider?
Up the Chelsea.
Sorry, hold on.
Yeah, no worries, Cam. You do your thing. Mikes, I wanted to shout you quickly. So, Lopetegui ain't going anywhere, is he?
Yeah, well, shock. It's literally.
I don't even remember your last game. Who did you play?
We drew to Everton 0-0 at home.
That's why.
Yeah,
Okay.
Lopetegui versus Sean Dyche. She was literally like, oh no, I'm not going to say that.
Did you go?
Sorry, just to interrupt you next quickly, innit? I'm gonna. No, I'm literally just gonna go for a cigarette because that stressed me the fuck out. I'm not gonna lie.
No worries, Cam. Good to have your cigarette, bro. I understand.
I'll try and be as respectful as possible and try not to call anyone anything mad this stream. But like, this is the thing. Like watching Lopetegui versus Dyche ball, that doesn't have to be a 3:00 game. All they were doing was crossing the ball. All we was doing was literally trying to pass the people in the same shirt as us. Like we generally looked like we was really, really trying our best to pass the people in the same shirt and stuff like that. We didn't look like scoring until Danny Ings came on, which kind of says a lot about us. It kind of says a lot about Mikel Antonio in 2024, but I'm not going to go in too much on the players, even though Antonio is done out here. This is the thing with Lopetegui, like, because we drew 0-0 at home, that is, for some reason, enough for you to keep your job, even though you are 14th with this West Ham squad. One of the better West Ham squads, definitely in my lifetime as well. The problem is, with West Ham over the past few years, the squads have got better, the managers have got worse. Like, in terms of even, like, Moyes in his first year was better than Moyes in his second year, than his third year, etc. And now Lopetegui. We've got Lopetegui. This kind of just sums us up. Like, I don't get if your next games after the international break is Newcastle away and Arsenal at home, you sack the manager.
I low-key think Newcastle's going to be where he goes, because after Arsenal, you have a pretty good run of games coming up.
It doesn't matter. We've won 3 games this season.
No, I mean with a different manager, innit?
Oh, with a different manager.
I think Lopetegui goes after Newcastle. I don't think you win there and then They got to sack him by that point, innit?
Depends on the manager, though.
Bro, that different manager is going to be Terzic from Dortmund, though. Like the old Dortmund manager.
And he should.
Yeah, exactly. He's shit.
Oh.
He's proper shit. He's proper identityless. And this is the problem. The thing is, the energy has to go to the owner at the end of the day. Like, because
maybe it's time for the prodigal son to return home.
Oh, God.
No. Okay. So I think tried.
Too much time in Burger King, man. He would get distracted the whole time he's
crazy work.
But this is the thing, like, with West Ham, is like Steiden runs the transfers now, which is fine because we used to have this transfer policy where we just run it by agents and stuff, but we're typical David Sullivan. The problem is, for you to get a director of footballing to organize the transfers, you got to let him choose the manager as well. Just because Terzic is German, I'm not trying to hear this whole Steiner's picked out Terzic and stuff, the same guy that worked with Xabi Alonso in his first season at Leverkusen and stuff. I'm not convinced that he's picked Lopetegui. So you're still picking the managers, and you're only picking managers that are out of work. You're not trying to pay any compensation for any manager. We saw that with Amorim. People acting like Amorim was the one, he rejected us. No, you flew here, had a meeting, we didn't want to pay the compensation. And it wasn't even that much either. But this is what Sullivan's like. He's a cheapskate, but he's willing to spend money on transfers. I don't get it. I don't get what's really going on. Like, we've got a good enough squad for you to get more out of it as it is. And even if a new manager comes in, I'm not expecting January business. You've got a squad that's there, coach. I want coaching. That's what I want. I want good coaching. I want fresh ideas. Whatever that idea is, I'll back it if I can see something. But this is why I'm like, I don't react when we concede a goal. Like, I don't barely react when we score a goal unless I'm at the game. I'm at the home games. But I'm there to just take the piss half the time. Half the time I'm genuinely laughing at my club. I'm laughing at what's going on. Like, it's genuinely like watching You've Been Framed at the London Stadium. Like,
throwback. Man said You've Been Framed, that's a throwback.
It's a classic. It's like
generally in a video get 250 quid and all that.
That is a throwback. You've Been Framed.
You can send in a couple of videos from West Ham to win that prize money. You can send in a couple of videos from West Ham to win that prize money. Like, legit. Like, trying to see our team trying to pass a ball, like, just you got some skilled players there, and they're playing with some bozos right next to them, man. It's just hilarious. Like, all it needs is a couple of tweaks, and you've got your best 11 out there. I'm glad Somerville's finally getting game time because it took for Kudus to get suspended and fight half of the Tottenham team for Somerville to actually get a game. But, like, that's the thing. Even when we've got to wait an extra 2 games for Kudus to come back because he's got banned for the Newcastle game and the Arsenal game as well. So he got a 5-game ban in total. But at least Somerville is somehow and was actually the reason why this manager still has a job because he done run all that work to stop an Everton counter-attack and they could have been 1-0 up. And it's funny because Lopetegui has mistreated Somerville all season. So if I was Somerville, he hasn't crushed it on the manager physically. I would have just crushed it to him on the pitch and just down tools. Like, I don't like the problem is as well, who has Wan-Bissaka and Bowen and tells Wan-Bissaka to make underlapping runs whilst Bowen hugs the touchline? Like, the other way around, please. Like, I'm not even blaming Wan-Bissaka, by the way. He's been one of our better players. Like,
that's crazy tactics.
Jeez, Wan-Bissaka to Debo and
Gilman. Inverted Wan-Bissaka. That is
inverted Wan-Bissaka. That's what's crazy. And do you know when the team actually goes forward, it doesn't actually. It just looks like that. Like, they don't know what they've been told to do on and off the ball. On and off the ball, we stay high up the pitch, and then like what it is like the defensive line's high up the pitch, but the midfield is playing in a low block. So like if you guys play Football Manager, you got the out of possession stats, you got out of possession thing. The defensive line is on much higher. The midfield and attack line is on much lower. It's just right next to each other. Like, there's no like cohesiveness in the attack or like off the ball and on the ball. It's like basically all you need to do to play against West Ham is get the ball from out the back and play a long ball. You're through. It's like we want to, even when the other team has a goal kick, we want to stay high up the pitch, but you don't want to aggressively press. People are acting like we are trying to play possession-based football. I don't know what we're trying. It looks like we're trying to self-destruct. I don't know what we're trying to do on the pitch. I don't know what we're trying to do. Like, it's just constant sideways nonsense. And the thing is, the international break is just free reign for any idiot online to go on your West Ham articles and make some random rumor that has never existed. Because constant links with managers that don't get appointed, constant links with transfers and players that are never going to come to the club, etc. It's just constant free reign for you to make your clickbait articles and do fuck all about it. Really.
I know that.
I'm waiting for the Chelsea Civil War links to come back round. I hear it.
I know all about these links.
But that's the thing. That's pretty much what That's pretty much what we are now. We're kind of just waiting for the manager to get sacked. And even when the manager gets sacked, I'm not going to celebrate unless we actually have a exciting appointment. And even then, let's say we get an exciting appointment, whoever it is, I'm just going to wait. I'm not even going to get excited until I see results. We're 14th, for God's sakes. We're like 14th, 13th, or whatever it is. Like, I expected 10th this season, and you're going below my expectation. I expected 10th at the start of play.
Bro, we're talking about West Ham dark horses for top 4 at the start of the season.
Some people had them in like their top 8.
Yeah, I tried to
work. Like, this window's been dangerous. They're moving scary with their transfers, and now it's like, no.
I don't like the whole thing of, now the transfer window's bad. Barely any of the guys have played, by the way.
That's the thing. We had the conversation yesterday.
Yeah, we literally had this conversation yesterday. Like, I don't like this whole conversation about, now the transfer window is terrible. I understand what people are saying. You should sign this player and this player. We had a lot of positions to address, and we couldn't spend 40, 50 million on each position. We had to work within our reins, and we've got multiple players in multiple positions. We did find in the transfer window, you have a good enough squad to coach. Just coach. We're asking for coaching. We're acting like this squad is so terrible that no manager can fix this. No, the right manager can. But are we going to hire the right manager? No.
I hate it when fans fall for the narrative that because a manager's shit, it means every other player in the squad's shit.
Yeah. I like how...
I'm glad I chat with Staffy about United as well after fucking Ten Hag got sacked, because he like kind of showed me I was thinking the exact same thing too. I was like, this squad ain't going to do nothing. It's still another scrubby team. No. They should be back competing for Europe as well. That'll be the same thing for you guys when you get rid of Lopetegui. You'll be back.
Your Independence Day is coming soon. Your Independence Day is coming soon.
Even when I get my Independence Day, I'm gonna have to suffer with another bum in charge. So
that's the issue.
Yeah, you got to hope on accident you just stumble across the right manager. They might get there.
No, that's the hope though.
Maybe the bum stinks less. You never know.
I think Terzic is the one that's agreed though.
Oh, is that
that's the issue? And that's the issue.
There is no report that is agreed.
Why is Lopetegui still here?
There is no report that is agreed, but I'm going off the pattern of this owner. So basically, whenever we sack a manager under this ownership, the next manager's in instantly. And also, Terzic is the only one that's been linked as the favourite. And because he's actually worked at the club before as an assistant manager to Slaven Bilic, I think that relationship's already there. So I think as soon as Lopetegui leaves, you're going to see instant, like, West Ham are advanced in talks with Edin Terzic. I guarantee as soon as Lopetegui sacks, you're going to wake up to exactly the same report of Terzic will be appointed. He's a free man.
I'm praying. See, obviously, you're Mike, you're my guy, man. But I'm praying that any scenario where Ange somehow gets sacked this season, I'm praying that Edin Terzic is not a free agent, because I know this is some dumb move what that Tottenham would do. Because I've watched, everybody knows that my affection for Dortmund. I watched this guy for years. That guy is not good. I was Terzic out all season last season, but people told me about the Champions League run. Tottenham made a top Champions League run. That doesn't mean you go out there and all of a sudden it doesn't mean that the manager all of a sudden is good all of a sudden. He is a terrible league manager. He doesn't know how to actually coach. He doesn't know how to coach a defense, first and foremost. It's vibes. Like, if you're a defensive player and you need some sort of structure, prayers to you, because you will have to improvise with what you have. The attack stinks. It's more than individual brilliance. Chelsea doesn't know how to. He doesn't know how to manage both Europe and league together. He doesn't know what to prioritize when he has to. Game management is awful. Doesn't know how to make subs. League-wise, awful. I know there was that one season where Dortmund was close to winning the league title and butted it in the last day. But people don't speak about how shit the start of the season was. People don't speak about how many results he butted midway through the title charge when people realized, Dortmund can win the league. They drew at home to Dortmund and to Stuttgart 3-3 at home. And this is supposed to be one of the stadiums where, like, at home you should be confident. And this was the Stuttgart before we knew the Stuttgart what it is now. That was the Stuttgart that was still in the relegation zone.
Fuck it out.
He butted it on the last day of the season against a Mainz who barely stayed up. Bottom half of the Bundesliga. More like can't beat a big team for shit. He's an awful manager, and even every Dortmund fan, even during the Champions League run, nobody was Terzic in. Everybody said, okay, the only thing that we're gonna give him is the fact, okay, we allow him because you're in the Champions League semi-final, we allow you. Because you're in the Champions League final, we allow you. But throughout everybody wanted him stuff even during the semi-finals because how shit he was in the league. This whole shit Tilting is.
And that's going to be our next manager, probably. I guarantee it. He's the only one that's been linked properly. Like, even if
I'm praying, man.
Wasn't there a Sari link, or am I bugging?
There was, but I don't know if it was concrete. I'd take Sari if we're talking free agent options. I'd take Sari any day of the week. He'd suit this squad.
That's the reason why I say he's my favorite chain smoking gaffer, man. That guy would change your team up.
But
hasn't really got a plan B, and he needs a smoking area at halftime. But he's a good coach. He's a very good coach.
I'm basically, to sum up, I'm basically at the point of. Sorry, not going.
No, that's cool. Go on, say what he was going to say. So good.
Basically, I'm at the point of just like it doesn't matter anymore. Basically, whatever manager we have, even if we sack this manager, get the next manager in, it's going to be just as bad. We're not going to have any more anyone that actually coaches anyway. So if we lose from like against Newcastle or Arsenal, I'm not going to rant. I'm only going to rant on what people say and the gaslighting and stuff like that. I only get angry at stuff like that. When it comes to actually watching this team on the pitch, there's nothing to hope for. There's nothing to get excited for. There's nothing to look forward to. So why would I get angry at it anymore? You kind of just got to analyze the game for where it is now. It's just, unfortunately, it's acceptance. As much as I keep the standards high, no one else does. So there's no point.
That's why you got to do it for yourself, because no one else is going to do it. They're going to let the standards keep dropping.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
I fucking hear that. Just quickly,
my club for the fact they've let that standard drop. We are nearly champions. Yay.
Challenging.
Just quickly, Jez, because we haven't had a chance to speak yet.
Yo,
Jez, Ipswich, really?
Oh, hey man, but I saw the it was scary. It was scary because even before the game, I dropped like a meme. It's like an uncle speaking to like a thing. I think it's like the girlfriend's boyfriend, and obviously he's visiting the father for the first time, and the father is saying, "Show me who you are. I'm nervous." This was me before the Ipswich game because I looked at the table and I looked at Ipswich and I looked at them and said, "Shit, they don't have a Premier League win all season." Well, Dr. Tottenham arrived, man. Thank you very much for the 3 points here. Enjoy Ipswich. I don't know when they're gonna win another game, but you got your 3 points since 2002, 2002. I don't know, but congratulations on the 3 points. Honestly, about Ipswich, that was just shite. I'll be honest. Like even the goal that we scored, I didn't celebrate because it's like it didn't matter because the team wasn't going to score in that game. This how bad it was. But of course, Ange can't coach a defense. Yeah, we conceded 2 stupid goals against Ipswich, but the narrative after the game is Ange can't coach a defense, high line, this and that. And I was talking Flores yesterday on the playback when we doing NBA watch-alongs, and I talked about how a lot of people, obviously you probably would know, probably Tottenham fans who are injured, and a lot of people talking about the defensive side of issues. This is how I know people are not being original with their opinion because there's so much you can go into where I have issues with Ange this season, despite not me being injured. From an offensive side of things, because he's known as an attacking manager, so people don't talk about it. But I've talked about many times how in that whole Ipswich game, there was only one opportunity where Solanke was through on goal, and then the keeper made a good save. But even then, that chance came because the ball ricochets off 2 defenders from Ipswich. So we didn't even create the chance. It was West Ham. It was Ipswich who created the chance, and then obviously Solanke is just unlucky to not score that. But there's the basketball term they're always like using in football: ball don't lie. And what that means for the people that don't know what ball don't lie means is you can't get away with bullshit when you get the bullshit luck. So that would have been some bullshit if we would have drawn the game because we didn't look like ever deserving to win that game. And
like pure copium because it's fucking what's it called?
No, like bro, like people will have said I'm telling you this, people's reaction to the game would have been completely different if we would have scammed it at the end. But I still wouldn't have not been happy about because I'm looking throughout the 90 minutes and I'm asking, Kulusevski hiding. Like I crush it on Madison a lot for doing the same thing. So when I see Kulusevski doing the same thing, guess what? I'm gonna crush it to all the people that think I have a Madison agenda. Hiding the whole game. I don't remember. I think I saw Werner more involved in the game than Kulusevski when Werner came on. This whole bad Kulusevski was. Bentancur looking like a stripper out there. Looking like a stripper. Like Omari Hutchinson. Hey, that's a funny pick, man. But Omari Hutchinson running rings were all around him. Shout out to Papa at the start. I think him and Sri Lanka were generally my only good players on that day. Like these are the only two players that I let off for that day because I felt like they were trying to make something happen. That's why I was always for the Sri Lanka signing, even if he's not maybe 60 million worth. At least I know what you're gonna bring to the team. And same to Sa as well. So shout out to those two. But everybody else stunk. Brendan Johnson. I said it to close, man. Brendan Johnson's Brendan Johnson. So I'm not even gonna go much into this. Like just however you rate Brendan Johnson, if I say Brendan Johnson is Brendan Johnson, take it as it is.
Yeah.
It's
like Sterling. I always say Sterling will Sterling. It is what it is.
Literally. So it's kind of is what it is. So we technically played already with 10 man going into the game. Son gifting souvenirs. Shout out to Eddie. Gifting souvenirs to the crowd. Kept shooting like finesse shots after finesse shot after finesse shot. And guess what? It was probably hitting some child in the crowd. Like it never looked like none of these shots never looked like going in. So I'm like, yo, Hamano. I don't know how you say my friend in Korean, but how you say it, pass the ball, please. Or take on your man. Take on your fullback.
We're in the clause for his new contract because I heard you lot are talking about a new one.
And I don't even mind that. But I'm just if we're talking about just Ipswich alone, no, please take on your opposition fullback was Ben Johnson, and you didn't even try once to attack him.
Yo, just before we carry on, yo, you man, I got a dip, Lewis. Love everything.
I know worries, flawless. Bless up. Good to have you on as always.
Big up, big man. Yeah, man. Thoughts on United, man. Ruben Amorim's here. We're gonna win it all. You know, load of vibes. Big up.
I've got to quickly run around the corner quick. So I'm gonna dip in like the next 5 minutes.
All right, no worries, man.
Yeah, no worries. Need done.
Big up, bro. So yeah, man. Where was I? Yeah, I was talking about Son how he can't take on. Yeah, how he can't take on Ben Johnson. I don't know why. Just didn't do it.
Ben Johnson. Oh my days.
He did not try it. Once I watched it because one thing I wanted to do because there was a lot of narratives going on about the game. So what I did is I actually went back to watch the whole 90 minutes back because I'm just trying to analyze, seeing things what happened. I did not see Son once trying to attack his fullback. Same with Johnson. Like I'm giving OT Werner a cup. This whole battle was because Werner.
I don't know how. Do you know what it is, Jez? Yeah, I don't know how people can do that after watching the 90 minutes. Yeah. Well, did you watch it the first time? The 90 minutes.
I didn't watch the full 90 minutes of that. Maybe like probably 60, 70 minutes. I actually watched of the live game. So I just said, "Fuck, let me watch some of the game." But
I started getting into doing that more now.
I can't do that. I used to do that. I can't do that anymore. It used to stress me out.
Nah, I kind of heard of because for me, it's one of them was where like,
I didn't even fucking see that the first time. No, you.
So it pissed me off. It pissed me off even for all goals. Because I'm in like an emotional, very emotional. I'm just getting pissed and shit like that. And then when I watch the back and I see our goals, how we conceded. It's actually crazy how lazy sometimes some of these players are. I'm seeing 3 players miss out on 50-50s for the first goal, for the Smodic goal. 3 players missing out on the 50-50s. Son doesn't trying to block the cross. It's an open cross. Guys, we conceded like the same goal from the right hand side probably 3 times. It happened in different manners, but it happens like 3 times in a row in 3 weeks. And you guys do not nobody want to engage with the cross. Cool. Ball comes in, and Romero's unlucky that the ball goes off the lap. But then again, you make your own luck when the ball goes into the box freely like that. And then Paul, we might have to give him the Trent treatment because dude never wants to guard the back post. Smolix is just free, and then he does the little bicycle kick, which goes up, and then even for the second goal, Bentancur tripping again. So Omari Hutchinson can't win the ball back, misses his due. Then you had the overload there on the left hand side with Dragerson and Paul. Didn't know who they should be guarding. Romero, for whatever reason, and I keep saying this. I think he's done with this season. I'll be honest, because I think he sees the Real Madrid links and thinks, yeah, I'm out of here. Because I think from next summer he has like 2 years left. So you have to make a decision. And I think he's looking at that and not Real Madrid. Maybe they might be coming in for me next summer because the way he plays this season, I've been so disappointed. And I'm willing to call it out because I have no issue calling players out in the team. So I will, because everybody in the defensive line actually did their job. They all stayed about the same distance from each other and trying to get back. Romero, for whatever reason, tries to press his man just to see, oh shit, there's an overload on the left-hand side. Two players, at least Davis and Smolix are there to cut it back in wherever the lab was making the run. But Romero is already out of position, so no Draxler has to make a decision. Then the ball goes off them, and obviously it would have been an own goal anyway, but then the lab laps it in. So I feel like that performance overall is just for me. I look at.
I didn't even know Romero had Madrid links like that. I saw Porro.
He's been getting linked to Madrid. He's been getting linked to Madrid. But I mean, with these performances, you not get.
Exactly.
I don't know why, but he's been getting linked to them, and apparently these are one of the reasons why, because he's already thinking about that move over there, and you have to make a decision when he's like 2 years left on the deal. But this is something to worry about in the summer. But I hate the fact that this is going on with him because everybody talks about how Sander's not a leader because he doesn't scream at people, he doesn't have this demeanor about him. And everybody wanted Christian Romero to be our captain this season. But guess what? The guy is thinking about new football club, mate. All the people who was dick riding Romero, wanting to be the captain, doesn't even want to be at your own football club anymore, it seems like to me. Because his performance has been dog shit in my opinion.
He's pulled up with another injury in international duty too.
Yeah, he left early though. So he's not playing the second game. This is how bad it is, Lewis. This is how bad it is. He played with an injury in the Argentina game, the first one.
What? Yeah, why am I shocked?
He knew he was injured. Doesn't give a fuck. But people don't want to call it out. They rather want to go and say, Sanders not a good captain because he smiles too much. But then the guys who want to be a captain
with one limb if they can.
Yeah, and for me, it's like, I don't give a fuck about, respectfully, I'm not Arsenal fan. So why the fuck should I care? Why the fuck should I care that, I say, if you, and I always say this, if you're not 100% committed.
Fucking bus, there ain't nothing respectful about it with me.
Trust me. And for me, it's like, I love. What you say?
No, I saw Romero on that bus in the summer with Enzo.
He already lost me there. But then the shit that he's been doing up to as well this season as well. Nah, man. Nah, like for me, it's like I got to me a point where I'm looking already at right side of centre back for the next summer. Because like if Real Madrid gets a good offer, goodbye, Mahamano. We don't need you over here, man. Like, because I know this Tottenham. I don't know what we're trying to do as a football club. But one thing at least I'm asking is the players to be committed. And if the players are not committed, I can't be sitting here and rate all the players. Oh my God, Romero! I'm not doing all these. I'm not doing these player debates, man. I really don't. Like, I can't be asked for this shit, then. But nah, man, it was just a shit result. And considering that we are five wins, 1 draw, 5 losses, that's awful. Hey, bigger coming.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna have to dip.
Big up, Cam. Bless up, bro.
Listen, I'll be back. On this thing because obviously lately it's been a bit of a madness with me, but
yeah, no worries, man. No worries. It's good to have you on, innit?
Hey, big up Jez as well, man. Welcome. Is he gonna be full time on the show or?
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, basically. Like, if I'm available, send the link over, man.
Come on, G.
You might.
We need a Tottenham back anyway.
Add him to the team. Yeah, man. Big up everyone, man.
Fuck
Arsenal.
Real shit.
Fuck Arsenal and that fucking institution.
I can co-sign that every single time.
Yeah, same. I think we could all co-sign that.
So if I get
we can all agree on that. Fuck Arsenal every day.
If I get you demonetized, I'm sorry, but they're cunts, bro. Fuck the institution and the people that run it. Fucking waste, man. I think my slave joke earlier already demonetized it, so. Love.
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Love.
It's international.
Love, man. Nah, but I can't lie. Because obviously, because obviously people have been asking me if I'm Ange. I don't know in the chat, but I know people in general. I'm not Ange just from the basic reasons of I just can't imagine ourselves necessarily getting somebody better in, especially in the free agent market, who I realistically look at Tottenham trying to get, and that's one of the reasons. But I feel like we've been through this road ever since Pochettino left, where a manager has like a good 3 to 6 months, gets shit, everybody gets mad that we can't win football matches, and then the manager's gone. And I'm just trying, since the football club is definitely not going to change, I just want to see something different where, if it fails, it fails, whatever. But at least let me see something different to believe in, rather than fuck it, let's be doing the same shit, because the same shit is not going to work because we keep buying mediocre players. We don't do enough to go and win when we really want to win.
That's it. Like, you either give Ange what he needs to succeed, or like it's
going to be the same thing. Because like for me, we did the top manager, top name manager role. We're doing this now with Ange, where we're trying to get the low key manager in who maybe can bring at least some sort of stability, and maybe trying to build a squad for the next managers in the future. Saying okay, the squad is at least good, but I have too many overall issues at Tottenham, like the recruitment, the ownership, the people in charge, in specific roles, where I just don't have necessarily faith that if you're making the manager change, that it will get better. Is there like an expectation for me this season? 100%. So for me, like if it doesn't look like anywhere close to at least finishing an Europa League spot, we're gonna have conversations. If we can't, one thing I want to see this year in the cups is make at least a deep run. I'm not saying necessarily we're gonna go and win these cups this season, but I feel like the inability of the last few Tottenham managers to not make deep runs since Jose Mourinho, something has to change. Like I need to see a manager who can get me further in cup competition. And I know I had conversations with people. Oh yeah, but Jose played like League One, Championship, and whatever teams to the final in the Carabao Cup. I don't give a shit. He's the last manager who got us to a final.
Yeah.
But then we sacked him.
I feel like it's always a 2-year cycle with you lot, though. I feel like it's always like you guys hire a manager, like to part of your fan base, or overhype it, getting all to that new manager bounce and all that. You go on a big run, maybe you over exceed for a certain part of the season. Oh, Tottenham are doing something here, and you back that manager for the first season. Then when it gets to the second season, when you fall below expectation, they don't get backed, and there's all murmurs about them getting sacked and about their style of play and stuff. I feel like this happened with the past 3 of your managers since Poch left.
And that's the thing about it, Mike. Because I speak all the time about even though I'm not Ange, I speak about the negative about Ange, how his talent ID is very spooky in my opinion. How tactically he can actually try and elevate himself, so that because I always feel about his system that it's very demanding on the ball, super demanding. Where if you're not gonna have these top 99 percentile players in your squad, it's very hard to pull off. So for me, it's like even if he's not gonna be at Tottenham, it's something that he needs to do in general in his coaching career, where you're not gonna be at football clubs when you're gonna have these top players in every single position. So you have to kind of work with what you have and be a bit more adaptable in that sense, because everybody speaks about this defending. I heavily speak on this offensive side of thing, how one-dimensional we are when we try to play from the wide areas. We don't try to play central. We don't try. I can't remember the last time where I've seen a through ball from a striker. I can't remember the last time because it's always cutbacks. Like it gets very predictable. But again, I feel like people who are unsure, they're just very original with takes from last season, and they do not see the tweaks. I just feel like it's just the same shit again.
Like, on that narrative, so now they just gotta keep standing on it.
They're standing on the narrative. Like I've seen people believing reports from Football Insider. This whole body.
Oh, bro. Do you know what really annoys me about people online? Yeah, you go online, yeah, and you see a report, and you don't even look at the source. You actually want to get in the conversation on any source there is. Football Insider is the worst. Like, it's Football Insider or Football London or one of these weird like sites that you always see like put out transfer rumors.
Just these random fucking sources that pop up out.
Oh, somebody reported. somebody reported that there's like Tariq Lamptey has like a year left on his deal, and apparently Tottenham's looking into trying to sign him. We have two right backs. That would with RG Gray, we have 3 right backs. Why do we want another right back? Are you guys listening to yourself even? And the crazy thing about the people for me and for Angel, I keep asking the question of like, if you're Angel, you're Angel. It is what it is. I ain't trying to debate you. I'm trying to gauge though what is then your forward plan? And my goodness in heaven, the names that I've heard, I feel like people do not want to actually progress. I heard Potter, who I don't think is necessarily much better than Ange. They're at least a bare minimum the same level, or Potter might be slightly worse.
I'd say Potter might be more flexible, but his game management.
And that's the issue though. Like people complain about Ange. So you want another manager who can't manage a game? I've seen Eddie Howe.
Oh my days.
I've seen Conte Sal. If Conte Sal comes here, I'm sorry, Lewis. I'm not coming on Shameless anymore. I'm quitting this whole thing. Bro, I told Flawless, forget me on the Spurs shows. I'm not coming to the. I'm not, bro. I'm quitting the sport. Like the Javi Alonso meme where like, but he said so say goodbye to football. That's me, bro. That's me. If this is the guy that we're gonna go and hire them, that Eden Tilsic, that's definitely me. That's definitely me then. Because like that's why I hope West Ham go and get him. Sorry to you, Max, but I don't want that fraud at my football club and the club that I liked before as well. I'd still like to be fair, but you get the point. It's like for me, it's like I just don't. This is the issue with Tottenham. It's just the constant issue is always the owners. And the end of the day, just the constant that's been the last however years they have been at the football club. And for me, I'm at the point where unless Ange does way worse than even I expected, I'm willing to give it time and say let's bring some stability. Let's try actually build a good team and see what happens. And obviously, let's say Ange's here from next season. Then I would probably have obviously harsher conditions on him to go and perform because 3 years at the football club, realistically, if you're a manager with 3 years at a football club, you should be OT starting to compete at least for something seriously. Like you need 3 summer windows and 3 January windows, and you can't still compete. Something is wrong. You
only also mentioned like managers out of work as well. Is your ownership going to be like our ownership as well, when they just don't pay compensation for anyone anymore? Because you pay compensation for Ange, no? Like
yes. I don't. No, I have not. I have never seen Tottenham. I never seen Tottenham ever go to a football club mid-season where they sack the manager and then they pay the compensation. Because if Ange gets sacked, Ryan Mason is going to stay to the end of the season. Nobody's coming in, so we might as well. We might as well keep Ange and just sack him in the summer then, if that's the case. Because I feel it's so bad. I feel bad for Ryan Mason because he's gonna get the stick because he's not even ready as a manager for Tottenham at any like. So it's like he's gonna get the stick. People gonna say, why is Ryan Mason the manager?"
Put that anger towards him.
100%, and it's for me again. It's just at the moment. Especially if this is going to continue, this feels like it's going to go down awful. It's going to, big up Hussam, man. But I just feel like it's crazy. I forgot. There's no Liverpool player in there. Damn. You
got one Premier League in it.
The game is the game. The game is the game. But
there's no Leicester players. There's no Blackburn players. Sorry. Go for that.
We're keeping it consistent, man. We're keeping it consistent. We have Tottenham players in there, though. But, hey, man.
West Ham as well.
West Ham as well.
One of other clubs.
So yeah, like this, this like obviously. So this is kind of like a quick run through in terms of where I'm at currently with Tottenham. And it's like I haven't been really emotionally like angry like that because I'm in the stage of like, what's the point? Like it's kind of like what Camp is kind of saying is that what's the point when just nothing is really going to happen? So I'm just more chill than everybody. Like you don't see me on my socials raging about football. Like more times than not. Yeah. I'm getting my jokes off if we lose football matches because like why should I get pissed for a football team why should I get pissed? Like I was making some good numbers after that Ipswich loss, so I'm like I'll take that.
I feel like me, you, and Cameron Richie are at the same point with our club. Like me were tweeting, like I'm not even tweeting about the club anymore. Like when it's international break, I'm tweeting about music or some other shit or some random shit. I'm not tweeting about West Ham, bro.
I have not tweeted about Tottenham once this international break, and I don't give a fuck. That's just really where I'm at. Like, if we lose football matches, yeah, so people getting the kikis in the chat when I'm on the stream, and like people don't even try to banter me because they know I don't give a fuck.
It hurt you.
It doesn't hurt me, but it hurt me. It hurt me when Joe's and Conte was here. I just don't give a fuck no more.
Yeah, like all I get is Lopetegui in. That's it. Like,
listen.
Like after that, people don't even try and banter me anymore.
Check prop.
Oh yeah. Do we get that?
Hey, this the greatest chess player of all time that I think, by the way. But
bro,
this one other.
If that is their greatest Czech player, they should exterminate their country and every academy that they have.
I mean, my greatest player ever in the Ghanaian history is the reason why we have the Ayu brothers at my nation. So
was it who is that?
Abidit Pele.
Oh my days! I feel sorry for you. I had to watch Andre Ayew at West Ham, so and Jordan Ayew scored.
Bro, I don't know if I can say since it's Lewis channel. I don't know if I can say it, man. So I'm keeping it censored for now. I'm keeping it censored. And there's no banner because there's a certain name. There's a certain name that I call them. And I don't want to say on Lewis channel before the banner.
Oh, banner. Where's the banner? There we go.
Oh, okay, shit. I call them the Chucker niggas, bro. No Chucker brothers, but I call them the Chucker niggas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I said. Because they are the reason. This is the reason why the love for the sport is dying, bro. Brendan Johnson is my right wing for my club, and then you have the Ayew brothers terrorizing my nation. We didn't even make AFCON. This is how bad it is. And yet, Vicario, oh my goodness, today. We are in some trouble. We have a goalkeeper who can't come out for a cross, man.
This man's stock has dropped so far in the last year.
I
remember when man was trying to say he's one of the best in the league.
Which is a great spot. Which is a great spot. I still put him in those conversations. It's just that a lot of people just see and know that he can't come out for a corner. That's really what it is. And people know. And I still think he's a really good shot stopper. I don't think he is amazing as a ball player, but he's at least to a level where he's definitely better than Sanchez, who's known as a ball playing goalkeeper, apparently. But I think people see in the corner things now, and he sees the way he concedes goals. But then, shit, we don't even try to really, as a team, we don't even look like trying to keep clean sheets. So it's kind of hard for me to have Vicario knowing these conversations. But I still think if we were to at another club who tries to actually keep clean sheets, and when the centre back actually committed to the football club, or fullbacks who actually defend poor, then I think he would be in better conversations. But it is what it is, man. The Vicario, man. Yeah. I still personally rate him.
Yeah, like it's still too early to write him off, but it's just been a mad drop.
What do you think? What's that the main thing behind the corner? Is he just not getting the protection behind the corner thing? Because I feel like ever since that Everton away game last season, everyone's just trying to hit them.
I think just people figured out that he's just very timid when it comes to trying to attack any sort of ball that comes into close to his area. So what we did this season actually is we put actually a lot more protection for him, but teams can still exploit when they do it right. Like we haven't conceded, which is the final. We haven't conceded a lot from corners. But because of how weak he is from corners, even if we clear the corners, it's going to still come back to the opposition because we're doing two jobs. We're trying to protect our goalkeeper, and then we're trying to clear it. And then it's like you need to make sure that also you have people out of the box in case the ball goes to an opposition player and try and take a long shot. So it's basically like Luis in goal, because I never rated Luis. By the way, I've never been. I think he was a good goalkeeper, but never to the levels that maybe certain Tottenham fans maybe haven't. That's why I think the other day I see a Tottenham fan on Twitter do our 2016-17 team compared to this Tottenham team. Like, who would you take? And I'll be honest, I was in a crazy debate saying how I low-key take Vicario over Luis. And my case was how if Vicario was in that team that we was back then, I think the way we look at him would be a lot different to Luis.
Yeah, because he won't have the set piece stigma attached to him.
You're not exposed either.
100%. And the team, we had arguably one of the best centre back pairs in the world. Arguably, not saying the best, but it would be at least up there.
Man, back in the day, I had nothing but good words to say about that brother. I was so impressed.
Not
partnership.
All your
Hoopers.
Spurs players, it was older Wire that are rated more than anybody. This man
Which the funny,
flawless.
which the funny part, like I feel only later when I got older, I only started to appreciating him more because for me, I was always a young guy. I was a Patongan guy, but then got older, watching some tapes back, remembering some shit that I still remember watching it live, and then I'm like, nah. A lot of Toby deserves a lot of respect as well. So if Bakari had these two, and then you have Danny Rose. So what you say?
He's one of the cleanest tacklers I've ever seen. Man barely gave up a foul.
Yeah.
Fox, and you had Danny Rose, and Kyle Walker, and then you had Wanyama who was actually not injury prone in front of Jan and Toby. Because if Ricardo doesn't let go, let's have the conversation with him and Luis. But outside of that, no Tottenham player in this current team gets in over any of the 16, 17 teams. So yeah, man. But hey, me thinking about the old days, man, and we'll still not winning trophies. Pain. But it is what it is, man. I can't lie. I just it's to a point where I just don't get upset about Tottenham anymore. Like that. Like I have conversations with people, but I don't get upset.
Yeah. I think we're all there now, unless you got some form of project.
Literally, like, I don't know what type of project we are doing. Like it's like just buy, hoping that some manager can become the next Pochettino. That's what I think it is now. And then, hey, I mean, welcome to that next Pochettino to Chelsea in 2035 or some shit.
Don't even joke about that shit.
Hey, I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, you were willing to hire former Tottenham managers. No, I'm just saying, no. Hey, I feel this. I feel the same hate, man. Like, Tottenham fans still hate me for my Poch opinions, but it is what it is.
Fuck that morbidly obese piece of shit manager.
Fuck that dude, man. That dude lost the league to Leicester. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. And obviously, shout out to Neil. But fuming like that. We lost the league to Leicester, bro. Obviously, Arsenal were the real butlers because they were second. But our best opportunity to win a league,
your best chance,
literally, and we lost it to Leicester. This from me, Pochettino. Hey, bro. If I speak on Pochettino, bro.
I've got to remind you guys that I'm about to drop the Poch pick. I'm sorry to the chat. My bad.
Chat. We all have to say nightmares, man. Like. I still remember this motherfucker playing left wing back son.
Yeah, was that the FA Cup against Chelsea?
Yes.
I still remember him playing left wing Chilwell.
There's always something about that left hand side. I don't know what it is, man.
Yeah, he did left wing Chilwell and left back Colwell. He's a prick.
I that dude, man.
David Moyes played Ben Johnson on the wing against Arsenal. We lost 6-0.
I don't know what he expects. I don't know. Hey, I tell you.
He played Gilchrist at right back at the Emirates and lost 5-0.
Yeah. Why did we always do
this?
All
mad. It is all fucking mad. But
the league is scripted. This is I'm convinced in it. There's some shit that something you just have to happen. Whatever.
Yeah, whatever happens, City wins at the end. Look, hey, Ellen ain't here, bro. You can chill. You can relax. Jamaica Masters. They won 1-0 in like the first 5 minutes. Have shame. This brother, man. This brother.
All I'm saying is Fatou was a funny guy because he was talking about the Lakers. And he was talking about standards. And then I called him out for wanting to keep Pochettino for another season and talking about standards. Alright, man. This guy. I'll tell you, this guy. Hey, man. I respect him to be fair. At least he's doing it. He's trying to.
Manager.
I get it. I get it. He's trying to crash the box, bro. You know what I'm saying? Get the numbers and all that. But yeah, man, this Pochettino, nah, man, no.
It's all mad. And for you, man, though, it's been another great episode of Shameless FC. Shout out to everybody that's got involved in the chat. We'll be back tomorrow. It's been good to catch up with everybody. We're going to send everyone over to Saeed. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care, everybody. Like and subscribe. And I need to lie down because I got a fucking migraine. Up the Chelsea.